What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Meets After 7. This is episode 278, The Man Cave Part 7.
Jeez, we reached 7.
Reached 7 still, The Man Cave Part 7. Welcome back, guys. Hope you enjoyed the last Man Cave and also the last pod. So yeah, man, what's good? What's been going on?
Nah, man. The last pod got a lot of reception.
What, our last pod or the last pod?
Our last pod.
Our last pod.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot.
That was ages ago. We got loads of
Shout out to Ray and Nikki, and Mr. Fluffy over here.
You know what? That clip was getting replays, loads of replays.
It was.
And even Syd's prayer as well got loads of replays.
Oh yeah,
So that was dope.
Do you know what the bit that I can't stop laughing about when she said, "Say me and you are talking, right? Would you threaten me with a good time?" That bit, yeah. I was like, deep that came out my mouth, man. Control yourself, man.
You know what? There was so many funny. You remember the part where she said wall to wall?
Oh, the Chris Brown just.
If it's a smash on the radio, bet I penned it. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Yeah, no, that was jokes still. That's jokes. Even last week's guest, they want to come on with us, with all of us.
I need to watch the videos.
Rakia and Fuller.
I do need to watch the videos again.
Yeah. What was that? For what part? For what?
For the whole thing, the whole episode.
The whole episode.
Oh, okay.
The whole episode was. You know what was so funny? What's the other lady's name?
Follow.
When she was like, when she was talking about the good-looking average
kind
of thing.
Yeah.
It's like she had a moment in her head. She said it out loud. Wait, hold on a minute. Am I average?
She's too funny.
That made me laugh because it was like she started questioning her own thought process.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
That's hilarious still. So, we got a bunch of shit to talk about, but I also asked the listeners on Insta to send in some questions, topics, dilemmas. So I got a few of those as well. So we'll run through them as we go on. Let's do one quickly though.
Okay.
I saw this was a topic on the timeline. I know these dating topics, not even dating topics, sorry, the paying on dates and all that shit. But anyway, I think this is a bit this is a bit to the left. So service charge. Do you pay it? I think I'm not sure how this topic started, but I'm guessing it started from some type of dating, paying topic, and then it just spawned off into this.
It has to be. Yeah.
It had to be. Well, for me, it's a yes. I do pay service charge.
Yeah, I think in most places you do.
Yeah.
But
I knew you don't pay.
There's a couple of places that I've been, but I haven't.
Cheap ass Guinean.
Let me explain.
Go on.
There was this one time, this guy was just over pesty.
Also, your mic is way higher. It's covering your face.
This guy was over pesty with it, and I was just like, I'm not really feeling. The food was horrible.
What do you mean? Is over pesty with the service charge? What do you mean?
No, it's like kept coming. Is everything all right, guys?
You know what? I hate that.
I hate them. I'm trying to serenade
when
the babes.
I'm at a restaurant and I'm just enjoying my food and they come to check on me every 5 seconds.
Mid-bite.
Is everything all right? Do you need anything else? The food okay? Big man, you just gave it to me 5 minutes ago. Let me just enjoy.
Please.
It's when you're with the babes and they're like, so do you want to... Like, they're looking at her to get more things. They're like, do you want to get some more wine? And you're like, brother, relax.
Bitch ain't gonna say no, is she?
The one that sticks in my mind the most, because it's most recent, is when I went Sexy Fish. Like, they wouldn't leave me alone.
Like, to them, it's customer service, isn't it?
I know it's customer service, but use your discretion.
Yeah.
Like, we're trying to have some alone time, even though we're in a public place. Like, we don't need you to come over every other second to find out how we are.
But the thing is, the worst on the flip side, though, sometimes when you're in places and you're trying to get someone's attention, but there's no one in the vicinity. So you're doing this, excuse me. So which one would you rather have then?
I'd rather have that. Yeah, but you're acting like
extreme.
You're acting like there's two extremes.
Yeah.
There can be a middle ground where I'm looking around and I find someone and you don't pester me every 2 seconds. Like that happens.
But I'm saying those two extremes, which would you rather have?
That one there might give your babes the ick.
Exactly.
I see it. You know what? I saw it on time now.
What? If like this?
Yeah.
Around.
If you can't get this man's attention,
she was like, "Tell me, project your voice," because she was like, "Excuse me, sir."
To be fair, most times if I'm looking around and I can't find someone, I'll just get up and go.
Facts, I do that as well.
I even saw that. Oh, that's like you can't command
Who? Oh, Jason, knock it off. Knock it off. That's just bullshit.
But that's what I saw. I was like, what?
It's bad still.
Like, do you want someone assertive to get up and go and ask? Like, yo, excuse me.
That's just
your
another
own hands, bro.
bullshit timeline narrative. Oh, you're not assertive because you can't get the waiter's attention. Shut up.
Trust me. Trust me. It's bad dumb. Is you hungry or not?
Bruv.
Fuck you-
Oh yeah, I still want to address the coffee thing that someone made a comment on.
Yeah.
That I was just going off vibes, and then
I saw that one.
the milk and honey ladies were discussing that same topic
Okay.
about coffee.
Who? The Milf and Honey?
Yeah, milk
Yeah,
and honey
okay.
was talking about the coffee, going out for a coffee
Yeah.
for a date.
Yeah.
But someone in the comments was like, "Oh no, Jason was going off vibes." I just thought I'd address that.
Who? In their comments or our comments?
Our comments,
What do you mean you're going off vibes? What do you mean?
like I was just making it out of thin air.
Your name is Jason.
Yeah,
Did you message me today?
no.
Bro, what's wrong with you?
There's a Jason that messaged me and I was like, I don't know who this is. And they mentioned that their missus is doing a podcast. So I'm thinking, if it's the same Jason, I didn't know that he had a missus and that he would be so open with him having a missus.
Did you know his name was Jason?
Just realized just now. No, as in
Mr.
you told me
Vibes.
before.
So all these weeks, you don't know his name. This is
Wordsmith, 100%.
wild.
Yeah,
That's kind of how it is I associate him. I don't call him Jason.
yeah. He doesn't actually. He doesn't.
I know you don't call him Jason, but
What'd you call him?
You didn't know his real name was Jason.
I don't call him anything.
Yeah, he doesn't.
But when I picture him, I don't picture
No,
Jason. I picture
no, you
Mr. Vibes.
No, you didn't know his name.
No, you told me before.
No, because you messaged me the other day and told me to invite him to the New Black. You said, "Oh, send this to Jason."
No, again, I exist in pockets of recollection.
Yeah.
Right now, it just dawned on me again. His name
Okay.
is Jason.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he had a moment thinking, "Oh wait, is that the same?"
Yeah.
Is that the same
yeah.
connection?
Sorry, I interrupted.
Yeah.
Sorry. Coffee.
But yeah,
Man said last week I remembered he was Jason and I told you to invite him.
Oh, no, I forgot you were Jason.
but yeah, that topic was this. But even the whole like, so you know what's so funny? We talk about that restaurant thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been in a restaurant where the waiter or waitress is being over friendly to you or your date. So like where the like if you've been where like you're with a nice woman and the guy's been mad friendly to her. Oh yeah, do you want some wine? Or here's ages ago I went somewhere. The man gave her a menu, not me. I said, "What's going on?"
What?
I said,
Hospitality.
no, he's like, and then he came over. He's like, oh, he said, "Do you not know what you want to eat now?" I said, "Tell him." I don't.
Send somebody else.
No, but I think he's assuming that you're going to share the menu.
No. It wasn't like that. It was very intense.
So after she looks at it, she gives it to you.
No, it wasn't like that.
No?
It
He
was
just wanted to deal with your
yeah. He's like,
boo-boo.
it's just here's a menu,
Yeah.
and just kind of walked off.
He was saying, "Fuck Mr. Fluffy over there."
I got muscles. I got goodies.
But I'm sure you'll get when the waiter comes and gives you all the bill.
Yeah, of
All
course.
the time, he would be making sure that she's all right. Is it nice? Is it nice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Focus on her, but when
Yeah.
it's time for the bill,
Yeah.
here you go.
Yeah, of course.
That's standard procedure. But I'm saying someone being like almost borderline flirting, but you're like, hold on, is this?
No, I haven't had that.
It's
I've
happened.
had overly friendly waiters who are over friendly to both of us, which is cool. Like, even going back to your question about would I prefer someone who's hard to find or someone who comes over every 5 seconds? Probably the person who's hard to find. Because I'm going to find them eventually. And that I can control because I'm the one seeking you out. But I can't control you coming up to my table every other second.
Yeah,
innit?
it can ruin things as well.
Really.
But I do like, even recently I went to Duck and Waffle and the service there was quite good. They came over a nice
Intervals and that.
nice intervals.
That's a nice spot though.
They had nice banter, nice vibe, nice rapport, whatever. So it depends. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. That was fucking. Who was that? That was
Gattuso.
I haven't even seen that one.
Sometimes maybe good,
I'll say that.
sometimes maybe shit.
Have you been in a situation where your lady friend, or even if it is a friend or a date or whatever, maybe walking ahead of you, and then someone's trying to chirp her briefly or give her like compliment in passing, and you're 20 steps behind and you see it, and then she's like, I'm with him.
Yeah.
So that happened to me, and the boy said, "Brother, I'm sorry, yeah, but don't let that one go still."
Oh yeah.
I'm like, she could be a devil inside. Fuck you mean don't let her go, bro?
When guys do that to you, do you feel like not disrespected? Okay, do you feel positive or negative about the exchange?
To be honest, I think it's a positive
Yeah.
thing. I've got a story.
Yeah.
A story where years ago, my girlfriend at the time, left my house, was walking.
Yeah.
And some guys are like, hey. Like, and she's like, nah. Like, just powering them off.
Yeah.
And he's like, stop when I'm talking to you, you know? But I'm like, and the thing is, we had a disagreement.
Hold on, where were you?
I was behind her about 10 yards behind.
Okay.
But we just had an argument. So
Okay.
you've had an
So you had an argument. She walked off ahead of you.
Yeah,
And he
and
approached her.
He's approaching her in the car.
Okay.
And I'm like, just watching, kind of like.
Yeah.
So obviously she's saying, nah, I'm with my guy, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So the guy's hopped out
Yeah.
the car. And he's like, stop when I'm talking to you. So I've kind of stepped up the pace. Like, he's must be about 6 foot.
Mr. Fluffy, and
And I was
220.
And I was like, okay. But that wasn't the funny. Like, when he got out of the car, these two guys jumped out the car.
Yeah.
But they were like shorter than me.
Yeah.
And they were like hyping.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's going on here?
Hyping what? Hyping you or hyping the whole
scenario?
scenario?
Was like, because I was like, bro, she said she's cool.
Yeah.
Relax. That's
Yeah.
what I'm calm in those situations,
Yeah.
whatever. But what has happened is the guy has come real close, the taller guy. I've looked down. Guess what he's got there?
Give it. You look down and
He's got something to my
We got
stomach.
the toolie.
Oh, a tool?
Yeah. No,
What? A knife or gun?
gun.
Swear. 4-4.
Swear down.
Who? The guy who tried to move to initially or the
Yeah, the
two
guy that
guys?
had music. No, the guys. The thing is, I remember the shame between the smaller guys.
Yeah.
Because they were. I was like, shut up, man. Like, you know, like we just
Yeah.
move, whatever.
Hold on, what ends was this?
This was in both.
Okay.
Oh.
So I think man put a gun to your stomach over a chick.
I'm listening.
And I was just like, okay. Now the thing is, when I looked down, I was like, okay. But at the time, I had my hands free on,
Yeah.
so I was kind of like feeling see if I could dial someone.
Yeah. Was this your girl or a girl you were just
That's my girl at the
seeing?
time.
Okay.
So I was like, but
I've got a question for you after.
You know what I'm gonna say? You know, nigga, you can have her. Fuck is you talking? I ain't jumping for the buses. I ain't jumping for the guns and butter. Fuck. I'm mad at that, bro. Fuck is you talking?
I know you be out.
Where's the guns and butter, baby? Guns and butter.
These times, this must be about
Sid is too funny, bro.
18,
Bro,
19.
Sid is off.
Sid would be off. 18, 19.
No, he wouldn't be off.
No, I believe he'll be off.
Yeah,
I'll be off
Impossible.
with the quickness.
He'll be off.
Impossible.
He'll be
At
off.
what
He'll be
ages
off.
though? 18, 19?
18,
Brent,
19.
Brent, he has stuck to this narrative for too long. It's him. This is who he is.
Impossible.
You're forgetting. It's a gun to his stomach, isn't it? So
I
The
don't think
pumpy.
he didn't pull a gun out on you, did he?
Yeah.
Click, clack.
So wait, explain this because I'm trying to listen to what you're saying. So you had an argument with your girlfriend,
Yeah.
and you guys were, I don't know, 5 feet apart,
Yeah.
maybe 10 feet apart, right?
Yeah.
Let's make it serious because if it were 5 feet apart, that guy was very, very,
Disrespectful.
very, very disrespectful, jumping out and then telling her this, that, and next.
listen,
So,
he has a gun. I think that's the furthest thing from.
Respect is the furthest thing in his
Right.
mind.
the sequence. Let's walk through the sequence.
Yeah, no, you go,
And plus,
Paint a
10,
picture.
did you say 10 yards or 10 meters, or was that almost the same thing?
yeah, it's around the same. Just
Okay.
about 5 yards in front, 5 yards.
Oh.
All right, cool. So he sees something he likes, right? And he
Yeah.
wants to talk to this girl.
Yeah.
But he's not connecting the girl with you.
No.
All right, I don't want to hear he doesn't care that she has a man. She doesn't know yet. So the girl's not stopping when he's heckling or heralding her
Yeah.
to stop, right? So he jumps out the car, like, hey, let me talk to you,
Yeah.
right? And at this point now, Jason,
Yeah.
Yes, Jason.
he's
Write
like,
it
wait.
Write it down.
Wait. Okay, I know we were vexed with each other, but no. This is not running. I now have to basically go in defense mode, protect mode, right?
Yeah.
Because that's my lady. And now he's gone and affronted the guy.
Yeah, basically, we've had a little, like, he's like, and I'm like, what, do you think I'm a clown? Is this
So you were necessarily rude.
No, I was just being me.
No, unnecessarily rude because he
No.
came out not knowing what was what.
No, but
Oh,
he
you said
went,
that to the Leng man.
yeah, but he
No, remember. Okay, well, remember you said the other two guys hopped out.
they hopped
But
out.
this must have been when they saw that there was a back and forth.
Yeah, they hopped out. Yeah, they hopped out when they was like
Oh.
but the back and forth wasn't like a long back and forth. It was just a very short kind of like, I'm not a clown, so this we're not doing this.
Oh, wait. So
Like I'm not the one.
wait.
Hold on.
Did he address you?
It sounds like he's trying to find justification for the guy putting out the gun.
No, in my head,
Yeah.
He's
there was
understand
some
why-
form of confrontation
before that.
Yeah, because it didn't make any sense otherwise.
But even if there's a confrontation, for you to bring out a gun for a man, that's because you're trying to chips.
Yeah.
Her.
No, he has an audience now.
Yeah.
So I understand the whole.
No, there's nothing to understand.
No,
What's transpired? Bringing out a gun is not warranted.
You're putting yourself into the mix. You're not putting it that the guy's a crazy guy. He's walking around with a gun.
Crazy or not, it's not warranted. Whether you're fucking back crazy,
I didn't say it was warranted.
No,
I didn't say it was warranted.
But he's trying to understand that the whole, like, how did the confrontation go to you just pulling out
and him pulling out a gun?
Yeah, because he's mad.
100%.
Clearly.
100%. But surely you were just like,
no,
you were giving it the
giving it
wordsmiths.
large.
No, to be honest,
What, you mean after the gun or before the gun?
before the gun, obviously, I'm talking to him like, why
Why are you moving to
that's
this
my
attractive
But
girl?
the thing is, remember, we don't know this guy's temperament. We don't know what it takes for him to pull out a gun. He might pull out a gun for no fucking reason. Are you approaching me? Gun out.
I don't know about that.
Bro, he hasn't said nothing to the guy, really.
I don't know about that either.
Do you remember what he said?
Okay, cool. Give us your exact words.
No, he's odd. Like, what was the exact words?
Oh, you don't have to be exact, but just
But it was
roundabout.
just like, oh, what man's trying to like? It sounded like man trying to talk to her. I was like, what? You think I'm a clown? Is this what you think this is?
So
No,
you
I mean-
told him that was your beanie.
That was your
Yeah.
opening line.
No, I mean, no, your first line, no, because
That's
before you said your first line was, oh, she's with me or something like that.
No, she said that.
She said she's with you.
Yeah.
and then he was like,
and he's just like, like then that's when he's come out the car.
Yeah.
But
oh, so that's when he came out the car. He's like,
Yeah.
okay.
he came out the car, but then the first conversation is like, what? No, actually. So she stopped.
Mm.
I've caught up with her,
Yeah.
and we're kind of like walking.
Yeah.
And he's like, he must have stop, like
Yeah.
something like that.
Wait.
And I'm like,
Well, he told you to stop.
yeah. And I'm like, because I'm just carrying on about my business.
Yeah.
Like, don't even think about it. Just don't even think.
And then so when he jumped out the car,
Yeah.
he jumped out the car,
Yeah.
and I was like, that's when we've had the quick exchange. But as we've had that quick exchange, the two little hobbits have come out the car,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Frodo in them.
I'm like, in my head, because you know, like just assessing the situation.
Yeah.
I'm not far from my house. I'm not far from. I'm in my area. I don't really care. Have a conversation. Have a conversation. It's not really a thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't have a conversation when you're with your woman. It's not really. It's not advisable.
Yeah.
But the exchange only turned thing when we've had that exchange, and he's come, and he's come close to me.
Yeah.
And I'm looked down. I'm like, oh, okay. Obviously, I was like, he's like, oh, next time when man's talking to you, and I was like, but me, I'm very good with faces. So I was just we're having this conversation. I'm like, okay, cool. He has this, looking at like, so at the time she's doing what women do in those scenarios. Leave him alone. And I'm like, no, but you're not really.
Hold on, where's the gun at this time?
Still just at my stomach.
He just like
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
first. I thought we just lift up.
No, it was at my stomach. So I'm
got
like,
his hip decorated, you know?
but obviously I'm just there like, okay, cool. They've got in the car. I've phoned some people, blah, blah, blah. See if we can go and find them, blah, blah, blah.
You phone people to see if they can find them?
Yeah, because I was driving around the area, so you never know.
Sorry, what type of people are you trying to phone?
Just some friends.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
have a conversation.
So basically,
Bo E3's finest.
friends
E3.
were on smoke, basically. You were literally disrespected and you wanted comeuppance. Payback.
I ain't heard that word since
Just a
1990s.
comeuppance.
Just a nice friendly conversation.
This is who you were. How old are you? 15?
19.
That's like 18, 19.
This is who you were at 19. A guy who's connected to people who would respond like this.
Don't take him lightly because he's the Schmidt.
we all have a
No, but you see this whole. Tell it to me straight.
okay.
Is
yes,
this who you are?
yeah, yes.
This is who you were.
I
Are you still that guy?
Yeah, but to say this
I'm
is
not
who
in a
you
particular
are
guy. I'm just
painting him
saying,
with a particular cloth because he knows guys who might be on smoke.
everybody knows.
It's a bit different because it's calling someone who would come to or for you
Yeah.
to go and buck a guy who has a
Yeah,
gun.
but that don't mean that. Are you trying to imply he's on some badness? Because
no,
knowing men who are on badness who
but
come and back you at a drop of
You're
time
not
doesn't mean.
understanding the
No,
connection.
I do understand the connection.
how?
Okay, what are you implying?
I'm asking him.
Yeah.
Okay, no. At
But
the time,
the way you're asking, you're saying,
Is he a roadside G?
yeah,
That's the thing.
you're-
So much so, he doesn't have to be roadside G, but whoever he's calling
Yeah.
would now go and look to risk their life
No, the thing
to
is,
handle something that
the thing
has
is-
happened with him.
Brent,
You're looking at it like
Sometimes things is
risking their life.
conversation. It's not
really.
it's not-
it
Pow, pow,
doesn't have to be. The thing is,
The guy pulled a gun
Yes,
out
no,
on him. I
Brent,
don't understand what you're
Brent,
saying.
I hear you, but sometimes it is conversation. But in that scenario,
As in, you wanted people to talk to him.
no,
Come
no,
to the
no, no.
roadside.
At that time, in
Bang,
that
bang, with the roadside.
situation,
Come on,
my
try to
mindset-
you.
My mindset is, if he doesn't have that gun, I'm okay with having a one-on-one or whatever. I don't care. Like,
Oh, you wanted the
Yeah,
guys to remove
fisticuffs.
the
Yeah,
the
I'm-
piece, and then you wanted to fight.
I'm okay with the fisticuffs because I'm at the time it doesn't bother me.
So we on scrapping them days, like 19 years old.
Those times I was kickboxing around the country, so I didn't care.
Oh,
Like,
you're a kickboxer.
so I didn't
Oh,
care about
just
those
because you
kind of
fluffy
things.
now, he was
Wait a
he was
minute.
bored back then.
You're
Fuck
a
is you talking
kickboxer.
I
about?
was doing kickboxing and jiu-jitsu around the country, so I didn't care about
Wait,
those-
you're skilled like that in combat sports.
Man said
Yeah,
Shang-Chi
Yeah, my dad introduced
and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
did kickboxing before when he was growing
That
up.
film is nonsense, by the way.
Brought me into it.
That's so respectable.
So literally at the time, so that happened. So she's okay, I'm okay, blah blah blah. And then
And sometimes, like, you would look at a guy and you think he's sweet. So I wanted to ascertain if it is that you were just talking or if it is that you
No.
were able to handle yourself in those situations at 19.
no at 19,
Because you come across very sweet to me.
no, but in those situations, the thing is, I'm always been just calm. That's just how I've been.
yeah.
But generally, I don't really have. I have like that thing of I don't have a medium.
Ooh.
So I have a calm and
See,
I
red
have that,
mist.
and that's just how I've been.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
in
yeah.
general,
Yeah.
at the time when I was growing up, I literally went into doing martial arts because I had that nature of having
Yeah.
no medium.
Yeah.
So it's kind of get discipline
Okay, cool.
in those situations. So then that's where it bothered me in a sense because it was like, if you didn't have the gun, I wouldn't want to scrap necessarily, but I
Would you be this brave?
Tuck them in.
I'll be okay with
Yeah.
it because it's the principle. We're not doing this.
Yeah.
And I won't fight over women. It's not that makes no
I think
sense.
it's important that you do, though, because it's your woman.
No, you protect women. This is. I'm not fighting over. Protecting women is almost comes to
But
standard.
why did you?
No,
why
no,
did you
no,
distinguish the
no.
difference
But
here?
the thing
I don't
is,
understand. You were protecting
you're
her.
not fighting over her because she's yours already.
No. I'm saying sometimes people in scenarios fight over women.
Yeah.
When I say like, there's two men trying to talk to a woman and they
Yeah,
that-
that's not the situation you're in.
no, but I was just trying to
Oh, okay.
ration it out in my head. Is that protection of women? Yeah, in that scenario, you have to protect
Yeah.
the woman that you're with, and you'd be like, okay. In most cases, I'd say you'd avoid fighting. You'd want to avoid fighting if you're with your woman.
Yeah, you want to avoid fighting, but if
If needs be,
of course.
I think you have to strike in the most.
Of course. Now, Syd, what would you do in such a situation?
Shit, I'm at the Tesco across the road. Fuck is you talking?
Yeah, I don't believe him.
A boy.
Okay, cool. Let's remove the gun because the gun is extreme, and I don't want anyone to pretend that they're fucking Superman.
Yeah,
and they're talking about no.
You know them
Guns are
videos.
different.
This is how you combat someone with a gun.
I like.
That
Gun
guy.
is- gun is-
I hate when people pretend that they're fucking
Yeah.
Wolverine, big man. Reduce it. Yeah.
Reduce.
So if there's no gun,
Mhm.
3 guys, your girl, what you doing?
Same scenario as in
As in his scenario, but there was no gun.
it's a big man. You probably didn't know that's my girl. It's
Yeah.
not that.
Yeah.
And then if he's there's a 1, 2, 3. Charlene, I'll see you later. I'm out of there.
You're lying. You're lying.
I'm out of there.
Impossible. You're lying.
Hold on. Are you giving any instructions or are you just gonna off it?
No. I was just about to say, but assuming we have a car, Charlene get in the car. Then altercation. If it cannot be,
What if as she's walking to the car, he keeps his hand there, like stiff arm and just keeps her there?
Yeah, keeps it there.
put your dukes up? We're engaging in fisticuffs, bro.
I challenge you to a
I
duel.
Listen, and it's more than likely I'm going to end up getting a rushing. But you've overstepped the boundary once I've instructed. Because you give the man the leeway of the you didn't know. So now you do know, then you're really violating. So then it's
Yeah, you have to in that scenario.
And then the gun.
the gun.
The thing is, the gun's a hard one.
All you can do is, honestly, all you can do is talk and hope that nothing happens.
Because in my head,
Absolutely.
I don't even though I don't know who you are from Adam, I don't believe
You're letting off shots.
you're going to let off a shot in broad daylight over this little exchange. So that's in my head. But also, you pulled out a gun on me.
Mm.
You pulled a gun on me. So
Yeah.
now it's serious.
Yeah, but
Now this is red alert.
This is why
This is not
him.
a
You have
drill.
to make the calls because, like they say, bro, you pull out a gun, you better be able to use it. There's no going back from that.
You know what I'm trying to say? So it's obviously you want to try and talk the situation down because the last thing you want is to hype, and then boom, one to the stomach.
yeah, like you
Over
start
what?
tussling.
Yeah, it's long. So you just got to try and talk him down, really.
I think you would be more, not you, but I think we would be more concerned if it was a knife. That one, I think, man, they won't pet to. But the gun, like you said, the fear factor of letting off a shot,
Yeah.
broad day. There's more.
If it's a knife, I'm more likely to
Scuffle.
scuffle.
Yeah, I'm more
Yeah.
likely to be a bit more verbose with my
Yeah, if it's a
dialect.
gun,
Yeah.
I'm a bit more. There's a lot more dialogue happening.
Yeah, you have to. I think a knife, you feel like, if I hit you quick
Yeah.
enough.
To be fair, with a knife, I might take my chances on a quick grab of the wrist, a quick one, like while we're talking. Boom. You know what I mean? And then try from there. But a gun, big man, we don't have to do this. We don't have to do this for real.
Yeah,
like, you've got a gun to my stomach over you trying to talk to my girl. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
I'm not even looking to embarrass him.
What's that?
I'm not even looking to embarrass him.
Like
Like
something
that.
like that? No, I have to.
Yeah, that's that might send you over the edge.
No, I have to.
You see that
Say
level?
you're
of-
doing too much.
No, I have to. I have to make you realize you're being a fucking idiot.
No, the thing is, you say that, but I think back then, that was my character to make someone feel like an idiot
Yeah.
when they do something stupid. But
Yeah.
in my head, even then, I was like, if I say something wrong,
Easy reverse psychology.
if I say something wrong, it could be a long day for me. And I was thinking at the time, the girlfriend at the time, she's there too. She's already saying like, no, she's seen the gun too.
Yeah.
So she's thinking, right, like, that was such a surreal moment.
Mm.
Yeah,
you're
I
like-
can imagine.
I honestly looked down, I'm like, hold on. Is that what I think? That moment
It's mad
of,
still.
Any PTSD from that? Or
no,
niggas
it's
see guns
minutes.
every day, B.
No, that's part
Guns
of,
and Bella, baby.
that's in a weird way, it's part of life in a sense that maybe not part of our life essentially, but you would know of guns or whatever, you see it. So you kind of desensitize, but seeing one, right in your stomach, you're like, oh,
Potentially for you as well.
yeah, like, oh, okay, cool. People be doing this shit for real.
No, I can imagine the fear. The fear must have been a lot. For someone to put a gun in your stomach.
Yeah, it's
Is it like a pistol? Like a 9.
just like a 9. Just a 9. But like back in them days, when people had like them reball stuff.
Replicas and
Yeah, reball replicas. So it wasn't really like.
shooting at pellets.
But I can't say I was there staring at it. I was more. The thing is, in my head is I have to look at you in your face, because if I look at your face, then there is some sort of like, I don't know, understanding here or whatever.
Yeah.
If I look down, there's fear.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm scared, but there is fear. If I'm looking down at the gun, oh my god, it's gonna shoot me.
Mm.
Yeah, did you get
games.
them?
Pardon?
Did you get them when it is you call people?
Basically,
Couple orders.
couple, weirdly enough, bumped into that same person where they didn't expect me to be, I didn't expect to see them or something like that. Can't really say where, but and they walked in to the house that I was in, and I was just waiting there. I was just looking. I was like, "You right there?" And like his face just froze. Like, "Raw, shoot."
So what happened to him?
Couple happy
Couple
slaps.
words here and there, and never saw him again.
What were the words that you said?
Sound like a mobster.
No,
Couple
just
So we good.
you don't need to be around this area again. That kind of thing, and
Man, Asbold him like
this,
that.
yeah, this can't run.
Was he from the ends?
No, it's from somewhere out of ends, but it was silly because it was just
He tried to come on your block.
because no, the thing is he was having to be in that
Old
area
block.
on a regular basis.
Yeah.
So for you to try with people in the area that you're gonna visit on a consistent basis,
Yeah.
is silly because you're gonna eventually might bump into the same people. Because areas like everyone that lives in areas, generally you know people.
Yeah.
You know people know people. So
Yeah.
someone might see someone like, oh, I swear that's that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So did you mention, because I want to know how it is that he got the idea that he shouldn't come back. Did you let him know who you knew and that was deterrent enough? Because if you didn't, then Why is he afraid of you this time?
No, you know what? In that scenario, there were some people that I knew and mentioned
In the house party.
No, not in the house party. Just at the house.
But you mentioned it.
Yeah, and no, they showed up.
All right, okay.
They showed up.
Okay, and he knew them. He was afraid of them.
He knew of them.
All right, okay.
He knew of them.
Cool.
And
Bow for the wolves.
yeah, and
Bow
that
for the
was
wolves.
it. And that was it. That was the end of the scenario.
That's good, man.
But
That's mad.
yeah,
The thing about beef is, especially when you retaliate, it's like, when does it stop?
beef.
Because if you got him back that time, he might get you back. He might try and get you back again, and you get him back. It's just a cycle, innit? Just like sometimes you have to be the bigger man and say, you know what? He violated me, but to stop this becoming a recurring theme, I'm just gonna leave it here. Because if you retaliate now you're gonna be a bit paranoid because he might try and retaliate on you. So sometimes it could be a bit annoying.
You know, definitely
Someone has to take the moral high
that
road.
kind of scenario. I think those beefs always you have to kind of get to a logical point of like, no, I can't. In random beef where it's like
Random beef is just a spur of the moment thing.
yeah, spare the moment.
Is what it is.
But I know of like spare the moment ones where they've lasted for like a good couple years where every time, like, have you ever seen like, you see in movies where there's a character that always gets beaten up, but he doesn't quit. So every time he sees the person he wants to fight.
Yeah.
I know a scenario that happened where every time this guy got beaten up, he'd come back and want to fight again.
Listen, kids, beef is bad. Right? Stay in school.
Bad for business, bad for
Stay in
growth.
school. Stay in school. You know what I mean? I want to touch on this Jermaine Dupri thing, man, because I'm.
JD.
And the thing is, I'm not even perplexed because he cheated on Janet Jackson. It's because of the reason he gave. So, have you seen the Janet Jackson documentary?
No.
So she got a 3-part documentary, which I think it came out this year. But she's doing the documentary, so it's her production essentially. So it's the first time she's really like opened up and let the public into her real life, and she spoke openly about a lot of things. To be fair, and she had Jermaine Dupri on there as well on the third episode, who was her ex-boyfriend. So now, obviously, both of them, they're talking about their time together and whatnot. And then the cameraman asked, "Oh, so why did you and Jermaine break up? And why did you and Janet break up?" And Jermaine goes, when you get with Janet Jackson, it just attracts more women. Like, more women were attracted to me than ever. And a man's gonna be a man. And he was kind of like laughing, giggling. I'm thinking, what? Like, man just, and then when they asked her, she goes, yeah, there was rumors that he was cheating on me, da-da-da. So I just found his reasoning. It's not a weird premise. To hear someone say it and to be so like nonchalant about it, it's just funny. Yeah, very flippant about it. Like, being with Janet just attracted more women, and a man's gonna be a man.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's sick, man.
Crumb bum of the week.
You think so?
He's a
JD.
strong.
No, he's a candidate still.
You know it is, because he seems like one of them guys where you'd meet and he's bagged a nice girl.
Yeah.
And like, we know this is not normally the kind of babes that he would bag. And then you're like, no, bro, you need to be on the straight and narrow.
But isn't it though? Think about it. Obviously, at the time, people were saying that, oh, he's punching above his weight.
He was better than punching.
But Jermaine Dupri is a celebrity, and we know how girls are with celebrities. So I'm pretty sure that Jermaine Dupri, prior to Janet Jackson, has been with baddies.
Yeah.
But obviously, no one of Janet's status.
Janet Jackson, the status.
Notoriety and who she is,
Very
of course.
interesting, because he landed Janet. How was he able to do that?
Exactly.
Pro Tools, nigga. Motherfucking
Oh, you a
NPC.
genius?
But obviously, everyone was judging it based on appearance. And they're thinking, how did Jermaine Dupri get Janet Jackson? But solely based on appearance. Not his personality, charisma, who he is, the way they vibed, whatever. But it was all JD, that little midget. How did they get Janet Jackson? Whatever. So when I went and searched his name and her name on Twitter, just to see the bants. And it's just bare discussing that.
Yeah, I saw loads of women. I think I saw loads of women casting him. And I kind of was like, rah, this is one where you just like, bro, why? The thing is, I saw that clip where he was so like flippant. And I was like, do you have any like shame, a bit of remorse, some sort of
no remorse,
something that you say, you know what? I gotta be serious here and like feel a bit of a way. Or maybe the enjoyment was so much he was like, boy, I know you're not saying Janet Jackson, but if you know what I did, that kind of vibe. And that's Janet Jackson. Like,
It is.
that's like iconic.
But you know what it is? I've always known this anyway. Someone kind of reminded me of it. To us, she's Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
We don't know her personally. We just know the star. Yeah, what she shows us and the music and the videos and all that stuff. He knows her for real.
Yeah, who she is.
I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And she may not be. Obviously, we don't know who she is.
Yeah.
So he's experienced the real Janet Jackson. I'm not saying she's good or bad, but he doesn't see her the same way we see her.
Same way, that reminds
Anymore.
It reminds me of.
What do you mean anymore?
As in,
Yeah, obviously.
starstruck.
Prior to him,
Yeah.
obviously now he knows that.
Now you
For
got
real.
Trust.
Same thing with Jay-Z and Beyonce. People were, shocked that he could cheat on Beyonce, but
well.
he knows Beyonce for real. So
Yeah.
you don't see her in the same light. The way we see celebrities isn't the same way their peers and their partners and their families see them.
No, you're right.
I'm trying to say.
Remember when Eric Benet and Halle Berry?
Yeah.
And everyone was like, oh my, how could you cheat on Halle Berry?
Yeah.
Love don't love me.
And I was just like, well, you know what? To be honest, we're acting like Eric Benet
Yeah.
wasn't a star in his own right.
Mm.
Man sings like an angel. Like, you don't know. And then after we've obviously we don't know if Halle Berry's good or bad, but we've seen her a record with other guys.
Yeah.
It's like,
And we saw her in Monsters Ball too.
yeah,
Make me feel good. Make me feel good.
and maybe there was a there was a reason why, as you said to him, it was like, well, she was just.
I know. I think I get it, but still, for me, I'm still Janet. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, no,
but obviously,
definitely.
I'm an outsider looking in, so it's easy for me to be like, oh my God,
And I
Janet
think
Jackson.
for us, because we're looking at Jermaine Dupri like, you, like...
The thing is, I'm looking at like, you're single now, JD. Yeah. It's not like you cheated on Janet and then you got married and it was happy ever after. You're still out here.
It wasn't going to get it better for you.
That could have been you. Nice.
Legacy.
You know what I mean?
Legacy still.
But
He's single now. But is that choice? Is that who knows?
Listen, it could be anything, innit? It could be anything. But
you had Janet. You could have had a child with Janet Jackson.
You tell him to just do it ASAP and just shoot the club up. You tell him.
No, but you see the ASAP one, yeah. I think a lot, like obviously you spoke about it with the one thing. I think people like, I think Taylor Swift is one thing that they're around a rough same age. They've
there ain't nothing wrong with ASAP Rocky and Rihanna.
not at all. But remember, I think they had a little history anyway.
Yeah.
But it's a thing of like, they seem like they suit to me.
Like,
Like,
that's another one. Let ASAP cheat on Rihanna. It's gonna be JD and Thingy times 10. Like that would be the most disrespect on social media, bro.
More so because Rihanna is the darling that everyone loves right now.
and because of his history.
But I think ASAP cheating on Rihanna is more like normal in my eyes than JD cheating on ASAP. Seems like ASAP. What do they say? You're as faithful as your options.
Mm.
Who do you think has more options, ASAP or Jermaine Dupri?
ASAP by a country mile.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And that is actually true. We did say it in the group that generally that's what probably happened with JD. He was only as loyal as his options before. You said that he was probably getting baddies before.
Yeah. But now he's getting baddies times 10.
Times 10, real bad. Like,
and think about, come on, we know this. When a man is in a relationship or he's with someone, it attracts more women. Now you're with Janet fucking Jackson.
yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
And sometimes women could be vindictive and be like, oh, well, I slept with Janet.
Yeah,
Jackson.
no, yeah. Girls will feel some type of like,
They said that at the live show, innit?
What's that?
A guy that goes for baddies and then shows interest
In another girl.
She
She feels validated because now she feels like she's a baddie too.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
But I think in this case, I think girls just want to be with someone who's been with Janet Jackson.
Girls want to be.
Girls want to be with someone who's with Janet
With
Jackson.
So
Like the
that's
fact that
right.
you're with Janet and I've bagged you,
Yeah.
I feel they feel like a sense of accomplishment.
Like parity. Almost like, oh, well, I can get what she can get.
Because there's no way that premise you just said, I don't think that applies to Janet Jackson. Because a regular girl can't say, oh, so you're with Janet and you're with me. That means me and Janet are the same. No, you're not the same.
No, but that
Looks
applies-
wise, you could be better looking than Janet Jackson. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But in terms of, not that this really matters, but who she is, what she's achieved, and that may play a part in the allure of her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to say, because, I'm sure he was a fan growing up,
Yeah.
watching her on Good Times, Jackson Family, whatever. So that plays its part in the attraction.
So even say Nick and Mariah.
Nick fancied Mariah.
But you know, Nick history crazy pre-Mariah anyway.
Yeah.
So even that one, is he punching in a way?
No,
Because
Nick,
she had.
No, I don't think.
nah.
In terms of status, notoriety, and fame, then yeah, he's punching. But in terms of what money, what
Money as well.
Well, money. We know Mariah
Looks
is.
as well.
but Nick's got money though.
Yeah,
Nick's
Nick's
got- yeah.
money. Not Mariah.
But I think back then we weren't even sure. He was still kind of just the
I'm
wild and out guy.
not even sure that Nick and Mariah's money is that even far apart.
Nah, Mariah makes just all
Hold
over
on,
for
I'm gonna
Christmas
check.
every year.
No, I know she's probably got
that,
more.
that
The
bag alone.
residuals is crazy.
She has more peace than him, but I don't think the disparity is.
No, right
How
now,
much?
in terms of his business ventures, he's racking up. But like back then when it started, it was a bit of a raw. Nick
Yeah.
Cannon from Nickelodeon.
But
Oh right, okay, cool. Mariah's 598 million.
Yeah, she's not small.
Nick, I'll give him 30, 35.
Nah, Nick's probably about. I'm gonna say 60.
30.
Wow.
Damn,
Okay.
I didn't realize it was that.
Yeah,
big of a
no,
gap.
that's a
That's if this is accurate.
But you
Mm.
remember remember when it came to the women, it was like, Nick bagged Mariah, but
Yeah.
for the guys, it was like, well, he's been a sniper, so it's no surprise to me.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't look at him bagging Mariah like a win-win.
No, I didn't feel it. No, but I'm saying
Like it was
The
more.
age was a bit-
it was a
yeah.
win on a status level. Like, oh, that's Mariah Carey.
Hmm.
Not so much of, oh my god, Mariah Carey's a baddie. Like,
no, but you got to think that we think different. So some of the women would have been like, oh my god, how can he Nick go out with Mariah Carey?
yeah,
Like he's not on her level, blah 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 blah. But men already know like Nick Cannon has been a sniper,
Yeah.
for whatever.
yeah.
So him getting Mariah Carey doesn't seem out of this world. It seems pretty normal.
I wouldn't say that.
Pretty, no,
It's
let's say,
random because of where they both
Errors
exist
as
in the
well.
celebrity world. Like Nick Cannon is younger, came up on Nickelodeon. He's in a different box than Mariah.
yeah.
So that union on that level was kind of, out of the ordinary, I would say.
But he's a sniper. He's a sniper suit from anywhere. So
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to judge his sniping ability. I'm
Yeah.
talking about why to the public the optics seemed weird.
yeah, no, I understand why it's
Yeah.
the optics, but I feel like he was really dating and didn't she date Eminem
I have no idea.
or something? That's
This is
had
why
a
they
little
have
beef.
back and forth. all
Have
the
a
time,
little
yeah,
back
yeah.
and forth beef. That's why. So dated Eminem. So Nick Cannon's not. I suppose people don't rate you because he's rapping, but
Yeah. All right, cool. Let's get another
Was a
question.
hit, though.
Quickly, Syd, are you aware that your pancakes didn't flip in your boomerang?
Tell no shade, my royalty you have in there. She tried to grill me this morning. I said, look here, bitch. I said, I flipped it, but the boomerang, you have to concentrate with your right hand and your left hand, but it flipped, bro. I'm telling you. It's
Alright.
mad. I was making crepes. Hey, funny story with the crepes.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, my mum's a bit of a ego. No, what do you call it?
perfectionist.
Perfectionist. She likes to arrange all of her stuff.
Man, I'm gonna call his mum an egomaniac.
I wasn't it, you know. So it was cool. I did it again to second year in a row. I'm making pancakes yesterday, yeah. So got my eggs, got my nutmeg, got my vanilla extract. You didn't know I was a culinary boy. I'll be whipping. So it was cool. So I'm doing the batter now, and all I'm gonna say is plain flour, self-raising flour, and fufu flour look the same when you take it out of the packet. That's all I'm saying. So the first couple pancakes was, I made them fufu cakes. But I had to wash it down with some soup.
Hold on, one day in different packets.
No, that's what
they're
I'm saying.
in
She takes it out and put them in like the Chinese bowl containers.
Yeah.
And she didn't put the label on it this time. So I made a couple fufu. I was
What it says,
that is different.
fufu cakes.
Literally.
I was making fufu cakes.
Bruv,
That's
it's
funny.
crazy.
All right. Why are y'all against women with kids? If it's to do with the baby dads, what about widows? So, thing is, we spoke about the whole women with kids things. So let's not address that part. Let's focus on the widow part
She's a widow.
because it's kind of a new little territory. Would you date a widow?
I don't see
It
no
depends.
reason why
Wait, it
not.
depends. As long as she ain't on no Jada Pinkett vibes, then we're good.
Oh. Haunted by
Yeah.
the
Well, no.
ghost of Tupac.
She has kids, by the way.
No. Don't forget. Okay, she's got kids. I'm saying she hasn't got this shrine of this this.
Not a shrine, but okay, cool. If a woman loved a man and he passed away,
Yeah.
she could move on, but that man's always going to be dead to her
No,
heart.
I hear that. I hear that.
Yeah.
But just don't be doing like embarrassing me. Like I don't know, like be a post on social media. This is the letter he wrote me, and I just don't do that, please.
Quite a lot of time to grieve, bro.
No, then she's not ready.
Yeah,
To
2
date.
weeks. How much they give you at work?
Yeah,
Taking
no,
it with maternity.
no. Grieve as much as you want.
Yeah.
But don't try and date and then.
All right, cool. So let's just say you do get with a woman who's a widow, and let's just say on his birthday or maybe the anniversary of his death, she puts up posts,
That's fine. That's
or she has a little bit of a.
Goes to his
She goes to
Yeah,
his
that's
grave
fine.
site.
Okay, cool. What if she went to, and if I'm being disrespectful in this little rhetoric, let me know. What if she visits his gravesite once a week?
No, respect the dead.
Yeah,
So that's fine.
yeah.
I'm not. I'm just talking. You're like,
No, but honestly speaking,
no.
would you feel a way if she was visiting his gravesite maybe every week, every other week, whatever?
No.
Occasionally putting up posts, just in his memory. Obviously, she's got a child with him,
No, I don't.
so she has to keep
his memory alive.
his memory alive with
Yeah.
her child anyway. So it's like, will you be comfortable with all of that happening?
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm honestly, I'm not bothered about
Yeah.
everything. It's just I don't want to. Imagine like I'm just there chilling and Insta Live pops up and she's doing some.
No, but you're just going on some extreme example. this ain't really Jada. Let's talk real life. She ain't gonna be doing Insta lives.
She gonna be a no red.
I think the things I
Alright,
mentioned are realistic things.
The really things. I'm cool. I'm understanding. This is what it is.
What about you? Honesty.
I'll be a bit perplexed. Like weekly visits, annual maybe.
Okay, it don't have to be weekly. Okay, let's be realistic. She's in a relationship now, so she's gonna respect you and not
Mhm.
maybe go too much. She might even go about telling you, to be honest with you. But let's just say she goes once a month.
So she lying? Mm-mm.
Once a month that you know of.
Mm. It's hard to because it's one of them ones. Maybe you be, let's say the examples where I've seen that happen. People are closer to middle age and stuff,
Yeah.
more understanding, and
Yeah.
the kids are grown, and probably several years that has been between the passing of your partner.
Yeah.
But if it's right now and that frequently, but the person's not with us, so like we having that spiritual cheating on me.
No, it's not cheating.
No, that's what I'm saying. So
It's not
I
cheating.
guess I'm imagining. I guess I'll be all right. with
It's
it, you know?
more so, do you feel comfortable that, this man is still very much in her heart and that she hasn't really moved on? And she may never move on totally. Obviously, she's moved on because he's not here. So she has to move on in that sense. But he's always going to be someone that is going to be brought up because obviously she has a child with him and she has to keep the husband's name alive.
Mhm.
Or the father's name alive. And she was in love with him. He was her partner. So that flame, even though it's gone now because he's passed away, he's still going to be present in some
Like
form
I
of
said, if
fashion.
it's nothing of the extreme,
Yeah.
like what we see with Pinkett and that, but
Yeah.
you kind of had to allow her to pay her respects. But a part of me will
Yeah.
naturally be like, rah, so okay, I do have you physically, maybe mentally, but spiritually, like there might be a disconnect.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be a bit that you might potentially build up resentment, or you might just feel like you can't have
Yeah.
whole of your partner.
Yeah. And she might be, it depends on what type of relationship they had here. Let's just assume that they had a great relationship.
Mm.
She might be comparing you to him. The things he did, the way he made her feel and comparing it to you, that could be a problem as well. Do we think there needs to be a certain amount of time before someone starts dating again after someone's passed away? So let's just say you met a woman and she told you her partner passed away a year ago. Do you think that's enough time for you to take her seriously?
It depends how she moves. To be honest,
Yeah.
like you'd probably see her. As I said, she may be still visiting, like
Yeah, which is completely fine.
which is fine, but
Yeah.
it may be just like she hasn't.
Actually, do you think, okay, cool, let's keep it a buck. Do you think after, let's just say you do date a woman who's a widow, and for the first, let's say you were with her for a couple of years. The first year, she was visiting the grave site regularly. After a while, would you expect her, now that you two are fully
No.
would you expect her to stop?
No.
Or go less frequently?
Would you go with her?
To be honest, if it's a big part of her life,
Moral support,
I
literally.
will go. Like it's not really an issue. And I don't want to, like, when you're with somebody, I don't want to have to, I'm not their warden, I'm not their prison officer, I'm not their, like, we're a partnership. And it's a big part of your life. You already have a child, that's the child's father. So, in a sense, I would still have to, as long as it's not no obsession or anything weird, why not support your partner? I don't really see an issue with it. It's like, I think it's just, she'd probably appreciate it.
I hear you. I'm cool, kind of in the middle. I'm not sure. I beg, who's doing that tapping? I think I'll feel like I don't fully have her. I'll feel like I don't have her, all of her. Yeah.
But that's kind of what he said about the spiritual.
Yeah. I feel like he has a percentage of her that I may not ever get. And I think I may avoid that type of situation, to be fair. I don't know if I
could be fully in it.
Yeah, I don't think I could fully in it. Knowing that this man is always going to be ever present. Yeah, he's not here, but his presence is going to be felt.
Because he would have been like...
Even more so because he's absent, to be fair. Because one, his child is here. I don't know how long you're going to grieve for. You can still love me and still grieve. Going with her to the graveside, I get you, the support thing, but I don't know if I'll feel like you are mine. If you are still and will forever be grieving or... You know what I'm trying to say?
Would you have it in your mind that, like, you know, the thought process of if whatever circumstances that
my friend, please, are you stop tapping me on
that he passed, that you feel like, if he was still alive, she wouldn't be yours.
Yeah, of course. But no, I wouldn't think that because that's obvious.
No, not necessarily. They could have broken up.
They could have broken up, but yeah, I guess. But no, I don't think that would be my thought process.
Could have done Jermaine Dupri and that.
Yeah, Brent, what about you?
I think it depends on if it's her natural ritual to go to people's graves that she was close with. I wouldn't connect that aspect of spirituality to it. That is important for our relationship to thrive. I agree with you. I don't think that she shouldn't be dating if she hasn't untethered herself from that connection yet, because it becomes very, very confusing and noisy.
But can you untether and still just visit the site out of respect? Or
that's what I said. If that's the case, then it's fine. I mean, it just becomes her paying respect to people that she has lost. That's fine. But if it's still that she kind of still pines for him, she's still she's still with him. Even though she's with you, that can't run. Because she's not here. She's not present. But otherwise, I don't have a problem with widows. I think I told you before.
Did you?
Yeah. I have no problem with women with children, unless if the nigga's not around, and her being a widow, the nigga's not around. Not around.
What about how would you think you can? Do you think you can deal with a child who? I'm thinking of Moesha when the little growing pains between Moesha and Dee when Dee stepped in the house and became stepmom. There was that little. You're not my mum's sort of thing. I don't know if I can warm to your new partner, dad. What if the child was showing some resistance there? To me. Would that be a deterrent, or would you stick it out?
I'll stick it out because I'll believe that eventually I'll win you over.
And then I suppose if you're in a partnership, the partner would be kind of like, look, this is the person. And then there'll be that support from her. You would need that support from her to kind of always give you the license to be more of a prominent figure in the child's kind of like, oh no, well, like, no, Syd's here. He has to say, you're going out of him. What he says goes. If it's still...
To be fair, I would hate that though. I would hate for her to say, yo, listen to him, whatever he says, do it. Like, I don't want to put that pressure on the child. Because then that child might rebel against it because one...
You talk about that in a private conversation, or all three of you together?
It might be in a private conversation. Because if it's... I'm not saying in front of you.
No, private or in front.
But you might not know.
I don't think it makes a difference. No, what I mean is not for me to hear it.
Oh, for the child to hear it.
Yeah.
But the child may not know that's... It's almost kind of teaching the child, like, okay, you know what? I get your... You've had your lot. Like I feel it too. But you've got someone... I'm going to put you in someone's trust. It's almost like when you grow up anyway, and you grow around you're around your aunts and whatever, they almost have like the community raises you as well. So they'll be your mum will say, no, listen, because But that's the same principle.
No. What I mean is, if the child already resents me because I'm not their father, for now, for their mom to say, "Yo, you got to listen to Yus. Whatever you says, do it." Like,
I don't rebel it.
Yeah, I don't want that to be added into the pot because then they may rebel even further. I would just like to naturally just use my own personality, my own charisma, my own, and just build that bond myself, as opposed to the mum forcing the child to respect me, to listen to me because I'm now in the picture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I hate
So how would you start exercising your power?
I think I'll try to be very personable, try to be understanding. I wouldn't be disciplinarian, so to speak.
You buying them their favorite treats, huh?
If the child is being overly disrespectful and whatever, then obviously I'll be stern, but I'm not gonna come in and be on some listen to me, do what I say vibe at all. I'm gonna baby steps.
He said something that was key. See, resentment.
Yeah.
Resentment ruins loads of relationships, whether it's child dynamic, adult.
Yeah.
Like, if people hold resentment, then there's no point you having a relationship in general, because it eats away and it comes out in vindictive, vicious forms. People don't even realize it. Did you see that clip? They do a podcast, married couple, and she said to him that they were like talking about something about like it's a sexual hour. He made her come 3 times. She goes, me? You made me come? Nah, maybe you met someone else. You made someone else come, but you made them come around your house.
So she's saying that she never came 3 times with him.
Yeah, but she said, maybe you made someone come around.
He's livid.
And that's the second clip I've seen, because another clip where can you, like, someone asked him, can you make a sneaky link you're married to your partner? And she's like, oh well, yeah, I kind of did that with you.
Can you turn a sneaky link? Can you turn a sneaky link into your partner?
Get married to your sneaky link?
Yeah, I guess.
No, but when she said, I.
Oh, so she's implying that he was a sneaky link.
No, she said it. I didn't tell no one really about you. I just kind of.
I don't care. To be fair.
No, it was. You have to see it in context.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at
that bother me as well, though.
I think certain things here you can banter, but the mannerism, how she was bantering, it was like he wasn't first choice.
Because calling someone your sneaky link, does that imply what? Like, I don't get it.
No, she said that she was saying like she even said like, oh well, I didn't tell no one about it. I was kind of surprised at those people.
Almost like a non-rating thing.
Yeah, like I don't
rate
rate
you.
Oh, so okay, cool. So you take sneaky link as it doesn't rate the guy.
Not sneaky
maybe
link
something she shouldn't
because
be doing.
It could a sneaky link could be maybe a guy that she just doesn't want. Okay, cool. This girl might be private and she might just doesn't want anyone to know what she's doing. The guy could be, I don't know, a guy who has a bad rep and she don't want her friends to know she's linking him, whatever.
I hear that.
I don't know, because I'm assuming that you're linking someone that you rate.
No.
You're linking someone that you like at least. So you're linking someone that you don't rate and you're ashamed of him. Why are you linking him? You rate him to some capacity.
You rate him to some capacity, but I know I shouldn't be here.
Why?
I could go to another path because I think we see plenty of examples of that.
I think we see it more so as in the guy linking a girl.
No. You know the stinky Fred?
Stinky Fred.
The Freds from our good friend Aloni.
Okay.
That people, write into her. I think it's very clear people are linking people they don't like.
Yeah, no, and I don't understand that.
No, but it's you said, but you was about to say men do it, but I think a lot of people do it because they feel like, well, this is options presented to me. Let me just persevere and deal with it. But I'm with you because it don't make no sense. But if you met a lady and she wasn't the most hygienic,
I sent one of them today, innit?
You'd feel like you'd fall back. You wouldn't want to interact with her because you feel like, well, this is not the standard of life that I want to live. But you wouldn't go around and then stay with that person for 3 years and then tell the internet that, oh yeah, that you did that, because you feel like I didn't really respect myself. So I do feel a lot of times people are linking or interacting with people they don't actually like. It's just feel like they're ticking a box. They feel like they have to do it.
To me, that's crazy. I can't even stand people that I don't like. Let alone date them.
Bro, it's crazy. Like this one says, look, nobody, women unprovoked. I dated a very musty man who didn't wash his ass for weeks at a time. He didn't have any money and I was fucking him for 3 years. You get a lot of those
There was something else
stories.
that she liked.
That's a lot.
There was something
not
that she liked, and she was able to tolerate. Obviously, she's able to tolerate
At no
stinkiness.
musty.
No, clearly, she was going back for a reason.
At no point
Clearly.
are you supposed to tolerate.
No, you're not. What I'm saying is, she was tolerating that shit because there was something else that trumped it in her eyes.
Or what she look like? What she look like?
That was somebody making up a tweet based on.
It was fake.
That was
based on the thread that was yesterday,
okay.
and that was kind of like there were like me just reading it. I was like, this is disgusting. Not even forget like men, women. That's actually disgusting. This human being doesn't have any hygiene levels.
Yeah,
and you're engaging with them because
but that person has no self-respect. They
no
don't care for
self-respect,
themselves.
desperation, absolute
I
horniness.
wouldn't blame the guy who stinks and has a nasty bum bum. It's the person who was willing to now engage with this guy.
Engage with such filth.
Yeah, she needs to have more self-respect.
yeah.
Like,
All right,
loneliness is
let's get through.
Ourselves.
Let's get through all these Twitter ones, and then we'll go into the dilemma that you have in it. Quick one. How long should the talking stage be? I don't think there's really an answer to that, really.
Someone asked you that on the Twitter when you asked for on the Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
As long as a piece of string.
Yeah, talking stage can be as long as you want it to be. It doesn't have to be a year. It doesn't have to be a month. It could be whatever. Whenever it feels right, that's whenever it is.
Yeah, and it's not a stage. It's getting to know somebody. Stop having that mentality. It's not a stage. Getting to know people is just part of life.
Yeah, it never stops.
Yeah.
So there's no upper limit.
So I don't think there's a time limit on talking stage.
And the reality is, you're good. People say talking stage. If you're gonna have this person as your partner, you're going to be talking to them all the time.
I know, but I think what obviously people mean is talking stage. We can assume is from when you meet to before you're in a relationship. So I guess she's asking how long until you should be in a relationship. I guess.
Okay. Well, I'll give this advice.
But again, there's no time on that. But you see all the time when girls say, "Oh, how would you dating this guy for 2 years? He wasn't taking you seriously." Because after a while, if a guy does like you enough, he will ask you to be his girlfriend eventually. I don't think, like for me, I've never dated someone for years.
Mm.
You know what I mean? You have, is it?
What time is it? It takes some
A correspondent.
Like, I'm not going to date you for years. Like,
It doesn't make no sense. To me,
impossible.
it makes no sense. But let's not be insensitive in the sense of, I don't mean to be so harsh, but the reality is there isn't, as you said, it's when it feels right.
Yeah.
And just make sure you're dating someone you feel, not because you feel like they fit a box. I think sometimes when people are mentally held in to what they call it in the talking stage, it's because they may feel like, oh, well, I've really started talking to you for 3 months. I might as well stay here because you kind of have some of the capabilities that I would like in a partner.
All right, cool. So to carry out that, if somebody has to be prompted into being taken serious, does it mean that person doesn't feel them enough to take a decision?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
That could be one of the reasons, but it might not be the whole reason.
Yeah. I'm leaning towards but it's every circumstance is different. Context is important, but I would say, it depends on the comment. Like, also it depends on how people even met and what avenue they started on, because the conversations will need to be had. Because they might have met on this is just a physical thing, blah blah blah. One person's developed feelings, they want to be taken seriously. They're gonna have to prompt because the scenario's changed. And it's just being adult about it and say, you know what? I feel you now. I would like to take this further.
Yeah. So I agree. For me, it is all about how I feel. And if you quantify it as a stage where you're not permitting other things, then yes, you can quantify it as a stage. But when you feel that you want to know or you're comfortable now going to that next level of intimacy or interaction, that's when it is you need to basically remove yourself from that particular stage because now you want more. So that's, for me, it's all about feeling. 100% there's no time on that because it could be bloody 3 years because you don't you haven't conversed with this person long enough, you haven't interacted with this person long enough for you to feel comfortable to now take it to that second stage, but you still feel like you want to do that, that's up to you. 3 years is a long time, right?
Yeah.
But it could be a day, it could be a week, it could be a month. It's just based on how it is, the vibe is, I guess.
And the depth of your interactions.
Yeah.
Because intimacy is not sexually.
100%.
It's actually intimate. Like, I'm trying to think the breakdown of it. It's in, like, if you break it down into is literally someone seeing you and kind of interacting with who you are as a being. That's what intimacy is.
Wait. Was that a Swiss beat moment? It felt like it still.
No, seriously. There's like a...
What did he say again?
He goes...
Poison on.
No, he goes, in life, you gotta face your poison in order to poise on.
That was one of the worst. He had another one as well.
What did he say after that? He goes,
another one
he
recently.
goes, and you came from your mother, and you know you're a poison. And he goes, that's hard.
That's hard. That's hard.
That felt like that, bro. Brad said, the intimacy. I said, what? Poise on, Jason. Poise on.
No, to be honest, I think...
Wait, was that real? You wake up on the spot?
No. I didn't make up.
You wake up? Oh.
No. I didn't make up. No way I didn't make up. It's something I read.
In life, you gotta face your poison.
No, I'm not doing the Swiss beats here at all. But Brent,
break it down one more time for the people in the back, because I needed to hear it.
Yeah,
again
go on.
as well.
Man said, intimacy.
Open the door, close the door.
I am so confused.
Come on.
Poise on.
I
gotta play that for listeners. Let me find it. Go, carry on.
No, basically, I read something a while back, and it basically talking about what intimacy is, and it's not. A lot of people associate intimacy with sex, and that's not what it is. It's actually like more of a deeper understanding and a connection between two people. That's what intimacy.
Agreed.
That's what intimacy really is. So sometimes people often confuse it, and they say, "Oh, I need to go to the next level," and
take your drawers off.
Yeah, like, it's time for cheeks. That's what some people would assume that is. But it's not, because that your intimacy could be you could have more of a spiritual connection.
Absolutely.
And then you feel like, oh, this is what I crave, and feeling a level of safety.
But you know what's funny as well, yeah? Sometimes those moments, that heightened sense of intimacy and intellectual connection, can sometimes only happen with extreme proximity. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, I'm about to switch it up.
Man said extreme proximity.
Hey, bro, we're both with the verbiage.
What's it?
Oh. That was hard.
Poison.
Oh.
So go on.
So what I was trying to get at, right, and without making it sound as sleazo as it suggests, being in the vicinity, like close. So let's say being in the confines of a bedroom or I don't know, wherever. Just sometimes you can't create those moments in public dates or the telephone. Sometimes it's literally vibrations and energy. So it's like being next to that. The same conversation you could have on on the phone. You can have that right in the flesh, and the expressions, the real, what's the word? The real energy that you're exchanging, you're feeling, can even heighten those moments. So what I'm saying, I'm encouraging you kids, when he says come over, just go there for conversation sometimes, because you can literally create them moments.
I sound like you got some crystals at home. You know, like they got the crystals and the energies, and
I'm saying, come over to the crib, ladies.
No, I hear that.
All right, let's get through a few more. When was the last time you did something for the first time that brought you joy? Last time you done something for the first time.
Good question.
That's a good question. I'm trying to think. What have I done recently that is new? This may even make us realize that we ain't doing new shit, and we got to start doing new shit.
That's what's made me think.
The fact it's taking too long.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I think I'm stumped still. I don't think I've done anything new for a while.
Whoever said that question is a good question.
We're gonna get back. Brent, do you have anything? Anything new you've done?
I think I've had quite a few new experiences.
Go off, sis.
You're nasty, man.
I gave my credit card to 2 women to buy drinks.
What, the new black?
Okay.
They brought me joy.
Did they bring you joy for real?
Brought me joy. Yeah.
Okay.
I gave somebody £30 cash.
To buy drinks?
Buy drinks?
I know. I
brought me
saw
joy.
her. I saw her.
It brought me joy.
She goes, Yusuff, this enough to buy shots? I'm like, how much are the shots, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, he asked you before you gave it?
No, she asked me.
Oh, so
She goes, yeah, she goes, Brent gave me this.
He's like, how would I know?
Yeah.
I got there. You didn't give me no money, Brent. Fucking pagan.
I can't say that one.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not dirty or anything. It's
No.
just that
I can't tell.
somebody might be listening.
And yeah, they'll take it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I
not
hear
dirty.
that.
But
Right.
a lot of my first experiences over the past 4 months have been food tasting.
Okay, nice.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm considering sushi, bro. I've never really understood the
Oh,
concept
sushi is
of
alright.
cold food, of cold fish.
Yeah, sushi is.
But then I've been
What's the
told,
cold fish?
Yeah,
Raw fish, you mean?
yeah, that's the one.
Depends. I
My
can't eat
bad.
all sushi, but
I heard there's the hot ones still.
Oh, is it?
To try
I
that.
can eat salmon, but
Hot
like
sushi.
nothing shellfish based.
Sushi.
I can't
Okay.
eat shellfish.
Okay.
Crustaceans is dead, man.
Cross what?
Crustaceans,
What's
Shellfish.
I don't know what that is.
crabs and
Crabs.
lobsters.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you, Huh?
I'm allergic.
are you allergic?
Yeah.
Come on.
Don't do that again, bro. See the ears. What about shrimps?
I can't eat
No,
nothing.
prawns.
nothing.
Is it?
No, nothing.
King prawn fried rice.
Ah, I feel for you.
Oh,
Nothing of the
Because I love me some king prawn fried
Nah,
rice.
I
man.
love it as well.
Ah,
extra,
king prawns.
extra soy sauce.
King
extra
prawns
spice.
is my thing.
that stuff is a problem for me.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
Damn. Bro, that's guffy.
All right, last one from, well, they asked us to talk about the Kanye doc, but you haven't seen part 3, so we'll save that till next time. And the last one is, can you honestly take back someone you love after they cheated, like a 5-year relationship? Can I just say, this is sounding kind of personal. This is
Yeah,
I definitely think this is a
This
this is a dilemma.
that sounds Percy. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's all determined on you and change behaviors. And if you don't, back to the resentment. If you're gonna take that person back, you can't hold the resentment and use it as a stick to beat them or to beat yourself.
I say no.
I'm saying I don't know because at the end of the day, I'm gonna say
It's never going to be the same, Jace. It's never going to be the
it
same.
may
mate.
not have been, but okay, they were dated 5 years, they cheated. 10 years down the line, they met each other. They're different people.
Yeah, but I ain't talking about that. I ain't talking about let's buck up again in 5 years.
I'm saying that. No, we don't know the scenario, but I'm saying if they cheated,
Yeah,
they were young,
yeah.
10 years, say 5 years down the line.
Yeah, but
they
now you're creating your own little nice scenario where it makes sense.
No, I'm not making a nice scenario. I'm just saying that could happen. But I'm saying it's individual. I will say
Yeah, of
no
course.
at first
Yeah.
because you're gonna be like every time you see them, the trust elements.
The thing is, the trust is gone.
Trust is
I'm
gone.
not saying that you can't get it back, but
Would you rather know?
would I rather know? Yeah, I'd rather know and leave
Mm.
than not know and be in a relationship where I've been cheated on. Hell no.
For the one time.
Of course, I want to know. Yeah,
She went backstage and it's only the one time.
it's impossible. Possible.
It was Chris Brown though.
Speaking of Kanye, is Kanye doing this on purpose, or he's dating a woman that looks like Kim Kardashian,
I think so.
or this is just
No, I do think
a coinky dink?
No, I think so. And you know
You
what?
don't like black girls, man. Last week.
Oh yeah, we talked
That
about that.
spiel.
Damn
That
right.
story.
You know what? It was so wild and left that I was listening. I was like, but how?
For
is he-
life.
I didn't want to get into that type of conversation, to be fair. So I questioned her and I told her how I felt about it, and I just kind of moved on from it.
Because
Yeah.
there was a lot of reading in between lines, Brent.
Yeah, some women assume that if a man is not dating black women, that he must hate black women, as opposed
Sunken
to
place and that.
him just having a preference of a type of woman that he likes.
Mm.
Doesn't mean that he hates you or black women. It's ridiculous.
You know what? Going back to the cheating thing.
Yeah.
There was I think it was part of that thread, Aloni's thread or something. Some girl said every guy that I date, he has to has to have his live location on for me.
Oh, shut up, woman.
I
man.
said, you
What?
know what? I said, so
CIA, bruv.
and the thing is, I said that sounds mad insecure And the only caveat to that, and this is the only time I think it's if your partner is away somewhere far, they're on their own, or they're in a foreign country, all means safety first. So you can have your location on, their location on, so you can know if they're okay. But if we're all both in the UK, we're both, and because the girl said, and then I saw some other tweets and was like, oh yeah, I've got a friend like that when she checks his location every 30 minutes. I said impossible.
She's trying shit.
The most you get is ring.com, bro.
Surveillance. No, I'm starting not to believe a lot of shit I hear. Bro.
No, that girl was.
She's not checking every 30 minutes.
She said she's seen her friend check like, you know, she said she's been at dinner and seen her friend in like Find My Phone looking to see where her guy's at. I said,
yeah, she's checking, but she's not checking every 30 minutes.
Not every 30 minutes, but imagine you're sitting with your brethren.
Does he have sickle cell?
No.
We're laughing because that was a random.
I can understand that if it is, that's the case. Because at any point in time,
and plus, so her checking his phone, her checking his location however, imply that she's also asking him where he's at.
Yeah.
All right.
Because you ain't just checking it about asking. Oh, you're in. Why? Like, anyway.
But can you imagine you're at a dinner, yeah, and your brethren's there, like, oh no, I've got to make sure that my phone location is on, because otherwise she's gonna phone me. That feels like you've got a parole officer. Like you need to check. You got to check in every. So if you go out, can you imagine you leave your house, you don't let her know, like she's falling asleep, whatever. Then you're getting a call on the way to the motive. Where are you? Where you going? I see that you're in Ilford at the moment, and you're back. He's like,
could you be in a situation?
I don't even believe this is
where your missus wants check-ins, like I'm having lunch now, I'm leaving office now.
Impossible.
I don't think that even happens.
Impossible. No, it happens.
I don't think it happens.
No, it happens to some men.
I'm gonna.
Emily did it.
I'm gonna stop believing in ridiculous things that I think are ridiculous.
No.
Emily did it.
What?
I'm gonna stop believing things that I think is ridiculous.
Okay.
No.
And I think this is ridiculous, so therefore I'm gonna tell myself it's not true.
I think it exists.
No, it exists.
It's just update. Not like, let's say if the plan's deviated, it might start off of I'm gonna be working late in office now, so I won't get home till 8. Or office party, blah blah blah, and then boom, we're going to another pub after. It starts being like that. So every time something changes, you update, and that's just like checking in on welfare.
But you would
keeping your partner
no, but okay. If I live with my partner
mm-hmm.
and I'm at work and she expects me to come home after work and I'm going somewhere else, I'll tell her, oh babes, I'm not coming home at a certain time because I'm going to the pub, whatever. Yeah, cool.
But we're saying that as logic. Like what I'm trying to say to you, that is logical. But in some people's scenarios, they have to check in, or their plans can't deviate from the Monday you work 9 to 5.
Yeah, but no, if there's plans, so let's just say Monday you have to be home by a certain time because of something, then cool. If I'm just free and I can come home whenever I want, then, or is it a case of
some man can't come home?
You want me home? Okay, cool. Work finishes at 5. It takes you about an hour to get home.
You think some people?
If you're not back by 6, you must be doing something. Or
you think some people don't calculate that? Some people calculate.
But some people like, say for example, I've heard of situations where you know the routes.
No,
so
routine.
like you say, you know that okay, my partner works in Liverpool Street, and these trains is an hour away. So it's like, okay, if by 6 he's not home, which is a normal, I'm now going to
hold on. Why are you at home waiting?
Maybe you get home on a 5:30.
No, I
she
mean
does 8 to 4 or what?
Okay.
So maybe say because
I'm thinking, why is she at home monitoring my whereabouts? Why? What are you doing?
Okay, say example.
Because sometimes it's dangerous.
Some people's partners don't like to go out. They don't socialize. So they're at home like, okay, you're going out. The party finishes at 1. It takes you. There's no traffic. Should be about 25-minute drive.
Yeah.
Why did you get home at
2:15?
2:15. What was he doing?
Because me and the man then were gallivanting around and chatting and cracking joke.
But you're not worried about me being at home alone?
No.
About my safety?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Do you think that deserves an explanation?
If the rave finished at what? 1? And I got home at what?
2:15.
No.
What about 3? 3:30?
When
does it become a point where
if you're waiting for me and I know you're waiting for me, then that's different. if you're asleep or I know you to be asleep, then I don't have to rush home to see a sleeping woman. If I know that, or if I want to get back home to you, then yes, that's my prerogative. I want to get back home to you as fast as possible. If I know you're waiting up for me, then I'm going to get home as fast as possible. If you're going to the bed for the night, then why do I need to get home within a good window?
She just wants you home. Her security.
Yeah, no. If she wants me home and I know she wants me home, that's a different kettle of fish.
But
if you're just sleeping, then what?
Look, I'm not disagreeing with you. I don't understand the logic, but I've seen these things happen. I'm like, this seems like...
No, they happen, but like I just said, I'm telling myself
like you're on...
that the things I find ridiculous don't exist.
You know what? I think those scenarios feel like to me like Guantanamo Bay of love, where you're in love, but you're captured. It's like you got things regulated for you. And that happens both sides, men and women, because there are men that have that kind of, you know, thing with their women that, oh, I don't want you to go out at this night, whatever. It happens.
Yeah, because it's trust issues, isn't it?
Trust issues, control. It's control as well. And fear of...
Some people just feel like, why do you need to be spending? What extra activities are you doing? Like literally, it's like these things take set amount of time.
What are you at home afraid of?
Why?
Even danger, that's what I'm saying, even danger. You're out there in the public, anything can happen to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I worry.
Okay, cool. Danger is different. Okay,
but you're
cool.
out all the time. Why do you need to be out all the
time? Let's tackle the danger one. Let's just say my girl goes out at a particular time. I know the rave finishes at a particular time. And I know that normally she communicates with me and lets me know she's done. She may even want me to come pick her up, whatever the case may be. I don't hear from her for quite a amount of time. Yeah, I'll be worried because that's not her normal pattern of behavior. Yeah. But it's not a case of, the rave finishes at 1, make sure you get home at 1:30 or else.
Mm-hmm. I hear that. You know what? A perfect example, because Liz probably watched it. Love is Blind. There's a couple, Ayana and Jarrett.
The latest one?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to...
I'm not gonna lie, his earring rattled me. Yeah, well, them Boy George earrings. They were like with the hoop, with the cross.
Them dreads.
He had one of them dreads on. And he had brown shoes on with the anklet showing. But his fit was horrible. But anyway, the point was his partner was saying to him, oh yeah, but you go out a lot. But she was a homebody. She's like, oh, but you've been out 3 times this week. I'm like, why are you counting how many times you've been out? But I think because she was very much a homebody, she couldn't understand his behavior. And she was almost telling him, like, you know, when we get married, you can't do this.
No, but that makes sense. If you're in a relationship with someone, you don't want them going out.
No, I hear
every
that,
single day.
But her thing was more of, you see, it sounds, yes, logically you wouldn't want, but if, okay, they're social and you're not. Yeah. No matter how many times they go out, it's excessive to you. Because if you're a homebody, you don't do it.
It depends. If you're a homebody and your partner goes out a lot, I don't think, okay, let's just say the partner went out twice in a week. I don't think that's excessive. Even to someone who's a homebody. In my opinion. Yeah, I could be wrong. Everyone's got their own way they measure things, innit? If someone went out 4 times a week, then yeah, that's probably universally deemed as excessive.
But what happened in the thing was because he even said, oh, come out with me. Yeah. But she's not someone that has, like, she wants to be at home reading a book. Yeah. But anyway, I already had a red flag with her because she had no friends. So it's impossible. Okay. She didn't have one friend, not even a co-worker. Like, she's adopted, but I was like, why has she got not one friend? Like,
yeah, a man couldn't do that.
Like, you meet a woman, she's got not one friend.
Yeah,
that's impossible.
That's a bit peculiar.
And then that means now you have to be her one and only friend. Now what's like how much responsibility that is?
No, it's a big responsibility still.
That's why she probably went to go outside, because now you're my friend, so now you can't go out.
Yes, you got to also consider that when you're choosing where to live with your partner. Don't go fuck off to deep Surrey.
It's true.
Nobody's got no homeboys and no homegirls, and now you're just trapped in the house. It's techie, bruv. Now you gotta.
But that happens though, because
it depends.
You do move places. People move with their partner, etc. But you're right. Some people will move like quay, like I don't know,
for the best house.
They live in London. They move to Leicester. You're like, why are you moving to Leicester?
Yeah, I hear that.
She thinks it's a nice house. You're like, okay, but where's your family unit? Where's your friends? Your support? Because okay, cool. She wants to live in Leicester, but what about, or vice versa? What about your family You want to be close to some of your family or your friends, because you don't want to be cooped up in the house. You and the kids. Yes, you're gonna have a life. You're gonna have your daily life.
Yeah.
But at some point, you're gonna need.
You can't rely on the amenities, bruv. If man's got a pool table, it's gonna get boring.
So, alright, cool. Let's just say you find the banging house, quay away. Price is right. The house is your dream house. You're not going to move away because you want to be close to friends and family.
Depends.
I think it's something to consider, especially when.
No, I'm not saying it's not, but I'm saying that that's something that you would definitely like. How
depends on
your scale of importance. Where does that rank?
I'd say
7.
And then consider London house prices compared to outside London. So this is like, how much are you gonna sacrifice in that regard?
So for me, if I'm looking, say I settle down and have a child in the next 2 to 3 years, and then it's time to start considering properties and whatnot with my partner, I probably want to remain 30 to 40 minute drive, 40 minute at the most, away from my family.
As in your parents' house?
Parents' house, my sister's house, or people like that. Because especially with the prices of everything, childcare and all of these things, it's actually going to very much going to come in handy, especially, let's say, my position, or most people's position when they're in their 30s, and you might have retired parents who can take, money that you don't need to be spending because they can be doing some child minding and whatnot. So that support system, I think, is you need to pay it. I would definitely pay attention to it when having my first kids. So maybe, let's say, if something else happens, a job opportunity, or you find a better house, a bigger house, more amenities, then the kids are above toddlers, they go to school by themselves, this and that. That's when I could probably start thinking, okay, I can move further away.
Yeah.
I don't need my support system within that parameter. Do you know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
I agree with you. And also, I was thinking about, even when you're raising children, you still want to be able to have them have cousins or family friends within the. If you take them so far out of their community, so to speak, and I take my kids to Sunderland.
Yeah, no, Sunderland's a whole different case.
Or I take them somewhere like they're gonna get no black hair products, nothing.
I was more talking about still within London. Let's just say, I don't know. Just say your family lives in Brixton, but you moved to Tottenham. Would you consider that a big distance?
No.
Because remember,
that might be 50.
He's saying 30 minutes distance.
Yeah, it's like 50 minutes.
Whereas
but
Brixton to Tottenham is not 30 minute distance. So would you consider that long distance?
It's kind of long. It's one of those ones, because you can picture both ends. You it's not that long, but it's technically long if you're talking duration and how to get there, and especially the means of transportation as well. There's no direct roads. So say, for example, most people who live in East London, Newark, when they move, they tend to go to Essex, straight up the A13. Or people that live in Woolwich, Greenwich, they tend to start doing Kent, straight down the A2, M2. So you kind of got that direct route, and you're not stuck in bloody 20-mile roads and that.
It's true though.
As opposed from living in Streatham and going to Wembley. It's a bad thing.
Yeah, it's a
bad thing, bro.
You know what? You're right. You know what you said, because a lot of South people go Bromley, that side, whatever. Anyone from East, all I know is Essex.
Yeah.
It's just a standard procedure.
It's just going further out. You
go further out, same direction. And because I can get on the A13, M25. Like, routes, so you're okay. But I'm talking about them mad ones where you're like, okay, I send my kids, we go somewhere, okay, you have to drive them back everywhere. Or is it, if you come to my house and you're not driving, last train is at 8.
Yeah, being train dependent, is very no, not train dependent, being car dependent as well. Yeah. Because when you've got the transport links, that infrequent buses or last train issues is very long for. I can imagine a child growing up in them circumstances.
The only other thing I think about is, like, our parents are getting older, and now they become our dependents in a sense that we have to be.
I think that's definitely something that could happen.
Yeah, no, I think it happens now that our parents are now.
No, it happens.
And we would have to be like, okay, you know what? I need to be accessible, 45 minutes, 50 minutes, whatever,
Yeah.
just so that I can, oh, you got an appointment, you need me to, or you might need me to come and fix something. So that's something very simple, but it's still part of your family dynamic that you're still part of. Or, as you said, grandchildren, stay at grandma's house for the weekend.
Yeah, me and your mama got some things.
Grown folks
Literally.
business.
Grown folks business.
I hear that. All right, should we get to this dilemma that you have?
Oh, yeah. Do you want to read it?
No, go and read it.
Cool. Somebody hit me in my music email with a dilemma. Jason, when you hear this one, I think you're going to be livid. I can tell already. My man said, get the strap. So here's the dilemma. How's it going? Meet us after 7. Love the pod. Been listening since way back. Keep on providing solid content. Thumbs up. Got a dilemma that hopefully the man cave can chime in on during your next episode. It involves 2 of my closest boys from school days, brackets, 15 plus year friendship. One of them, let's call him Kevin, has had a missus of 4.7 years, random, who I'm sure he will probably engage this year. As crazy as this sounds, and trust me, I'm still rocked, his lady is cheating on him with the other boy. Precisely.
Pardon?
Madness. Basically, my boy is sexing his other boy's missus. Normally, I stay out of grown folks' business, but this is craziness. I only found out because someone I know spotted them checking into a Premier Inn, brackets, not my desired place of hotel, but as Yusuff would say, inflation. No. I want to say something to Kevin, but this is sort of news that I'm certain will end in full violence. Should I tell Kevin or give my other boy a warning, or perhaps even tell his missus? I'm leaning towards one option, but would be interesting to hear you guys' opinions. Love and keep podding.
I'm not going to lie. I'm blowing up the whole thing.
Everything.
You're blowing it up?
Yeah, I'm
Everything.
blowing up.
Everything.
Snitchy McSnitchington.
I'm blowing up.
I might bring everyone to.
I'm blowing up. I know it is. I'm not even going to care.
Yeah.
You're not going to care?
I'm not going to care.
Why did I get married to you? Just
Bro,
put them at the
yeah,
table.
You see that one there? I might bring everybody
I don't
to
give a
one
shit. I'm
mutual
blowing up.
venue.
So
Say, yo, everybody here?
Ah.
my boy
Mm.
is fucking my other boy's missus.
Mhm.
I'm blowing up.
That's
I'll
it.
be honest.
I'm with him. We say, look, everyone come.
I don't care how it makes me look. I don't care about
we're gonna
repercussions on me.
Yeah.
I can't know this. I'm blowing it up.
We're gonna
It's
sit,
impossible.
we're gonna
Okay,
sit
cool.
here.
That's it, like it's a franchise. I'm blowing it up.
Imagine this you two.
Yeah.
So you're fucking his girl.
Impossible.
And we're still playing FIFA.
I'm blowing it up.
Liverpool versus United. I'm up 2-0 at the half. I'm up 3-0.
Like, if it means that, you know, I've been outcasted, it is what it is. I'm blowing it up. Yo, big man, he's fucking your girl. Deal with it.
Fisticuff. Literally. Put your dukes up.
That's brazy.
No,
That's very
I
brazy.
think I'm with you. You bring everyone around.
Yeah, it is what it
Look,
is.
Guys, we're not here to socialize. Somebody needs to start talking quick.
I can imagine it's like, didn't you say he was go?
Because these are they're close friends.
Yeah,
Exactly. It isn't like one's your friend and one's an associate.
Nah, it's friends.
two-
It's a trio.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It sounds messy, and eventually it's gonna come out. And if you know, it's like,
I think I'll speak to the girl first before I blow up.
Yeah.
I'll speak to her first. Not as in, I'm telling you this, stop it before I tell them. I'm telling them anyway, but I'm telling you first. You're fucked up.
you
better beat me to the punch.
You just fucked up. I'm about to blow up your spot.
You raggedy bitch. The other,
Go on, Brent. Go on.
I think it matters if we place actual people into this scenario.
No, that's what I've done in my head. That's why I said I'm blowing up.
All right. So who did you place in the scenario?
These two.
No.
no, you know what? Brent, sorry to cut you. I think I'm with you on this wave. It depends. The friend, I depends who I know, the characters.
Yeah.
Because I'd have to, the most volatile person,
Yeah.
I need to tell them separate in a scenario where I'm like, look.
But yeah, no.
I'm not even going on that.
No. Thing is, it don't have to be a scenario where I bring them together to tell. I can tell them both separately.
See,
You don't
I
have-
agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
It needs to be blown up.
Yeah.
But I was going to ask you, how were you going to blow this up, right?
Yeah.
Because dependent on how close, if it's all equidistance, as in the relationship I have with both of them,
Yeah.
like it's the same,
Yeah.
right? This person needs to be kicked out of the group.
Yeah,
We
of
are no
course.
longer friends
Yeah, of
because
course,
that
Yeah.
amount of
Crosses.
Yeah.
it's disgusting.
The minute I find out what you're doing,
You're finished.
you're finished.
Yeah.
So I am
So he's exiled as well.
Yeah.
100%. So I am looking to protect this one because what he's done is disgusting. And
By protect him, you mean what?
tell him what
Yeah,
he's
tell him.
doing.
Oh yeah, of course.
Tell him what he's doing. And
course.
that's why I said, how is it going to be blown up? Are you going to be going to this guy because this guy now needs to get rushed? Because you want friends of anybody in this. So
I'm gonna let him know that what he's doing is fucked up. Yeah. Then I'm gonna tell him what he's doing. I don't think it's a case of you rush him.
I can't trust you with
No, I can't
anybody.
I can't trust him
I'm
anymore.
not bringing wrong my family.
I can't trust him anymore. But when I tell my man, it's up to him to do what he wants to do to him. I'm not,
100%.
it's not a yo, let's go and buy them up. It's not that.
Nah, it's
I've told you, you go and deal with it. He's violated. Now, me, him or not, if you need me to cut, then let me know.
Just imagine if you're a godparent to a child that's born out of hair.
Yeah.
And this guy is just this guy is calling, the son's calling this guy uncle and all sorts. The vexation I have in my spirit.
Vexation, you know?
Vexations. No.
to be honest, this, you know what, and people know who they can do things to. So, and I'll say this because in that scenario, that guy probably knows that guy's temperament, and maybe he's not the most volatile person. He's a bit more. So he's thinking, I can do this, even if it does come out. Yeah, we're not going to talk. This person's not going to talk to me, but there isn't going to be a blowout.
Yeah, but then
it's gonna end in violence.
yeah, but that was never your friend then.
Yeah, no, maybe.
To me,
Or it depends. It could be violence. I can imagine it could be violence from the person that's actually doing the cheating, because he could be like,
Shut up, bro.
if you can sleep,
Push you, bro.
if you can sleep with
I don't fucking-
your apparent friend's missus, that was never your friend.
the lust.
Who's
To
your
me.
friend?
Yeah, no,
Nah,
no.
never your friend.
That's
You never respected or valued that man. For me, it's
you
impossible.
say this because your morals and your how you are
Yeah.
says that. But some people, you know, like you see scenarios, their lust gets the better of them. I'm not excusing it because I don't think
Nah.
that's. I agree with you.
Again, remember what I said earlier. Anything that I think is ridiculous, I'm telling myself it's impossible.
You can't convince me. Listen,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell that person
I think
You were never my friend. I'm sorry.
maximum violence.
You were never my friend.
Maximum violence. Maximum.
I'll tell my man to tell him. I don't want to be the person to say that news. So that's the first thing. And I say, if you're not gonna tell him, then I'm stepping in, big man. But option one,
I don't trust him to go and tell him.
There's no
Yeah.
way he's telling him that.
He ain't telling him.
no, that's what I'm saying.
No, no,
you invite
how
them
do you-
over for thief.
How do
Yo,
you approach him?
yo,
No, you don't invite him over at the same time because that's a recipe for disaster.
No, wait, imagine.
Derek.
No, wait. Imagine a man comes to tell you, I'm fucking your missus.
Fam, are you insane?
I'm going.
Do you do it like the best man and put it in a book?
What's a
frontal
lobe?
lobe.
The frontal
The frontal
lobe.
lobe.
you
I know
know.
what that shit means,
Yo,
bro.
You see that?
you know how hot I'm gonna get?
Quick.
Within a second, it just flames. Oh my god.
No, the thing is, you see,
Literally.
that moment, because the thing is, it's twofold. He's telling you, I'm fucking your woman. He already doesn't respect you, but if he doesn't respect you enough to tell you in your face, means that he doesn't think anything of you. So your woman's gone, your manhood is out the window.
I'm gonna clean the floor of his jaw, bruv. I'm gonna drag him by his eye sockets, bruv. It's impossible.
Brent, fisticuffs for my
I agree with everything you said.
Fam, I'm gonna
It's impossible to not literally want to just kill him.
I'm gonna curb him. I'm gonna curb him. It's impossible.
The thing is, he would look to fight back and they'll get even more enraged.
How can you do-
What are you doing?
self-defense.
Stand there and take this.
no, you have to take it. You got to take the beating.
I'm trying to. No, that's gonna be a rumble still.
No, it's not gonna be rumble. It's gonna be a
rumble.
fucking
Especially if he's a
beatdown.
close friend as well, you know. Bloody hell, there's even more vexation.
What would you do if he's like,
to be honest,
damn?
you have to get the.
He's 6'8", 250.
I ain't got no 6 friends. So I'm fine.
What if you do? You couldn't take it, bro.
No, the thing is,
That'd
you,
be
you,
bad.
Do you think I'm gonna care?
you see, at that level, there wouldn't be like it does the height, whatever,
Yes.
because it's maximum violence.
Yeah,
You're not gonna think. You might aim for a kneecap.
yeah.
You might just
Remember, size always matter, bro. Anything goes, bro.
You might like. Thing is,
You might grab this and smack him over the face with it.
yeah.
Man's, I'm blind. Wait. Just get him.
So what happens to the woman?
What do you mean what happens to the woman?
Get
She's
out.
gone.
She's gone.
Gone,
Get
bro.
out of here.
Gone with the wind.
A little upside the head.
Nah.
No, to be honest, all you gotta do is come home, get out.
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie. If we didn't live together, I think I just won't even speak to her again.
No, but if
I think that's worse for her.
no, if you leave, no, you know what with the ultimate rage? You live together, and he's coming to get the clothes.
Who?
You got a little space in that top drawer.
Who's coming to the
No,
phone?
he's coming to help her to move.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the guy.
car, the engine running outside. Got his ass a Toyota Spacious. He got with the extra.
Oh man, nah, that's rage.
That's what.
No, wait, what did I read? Where this girl was cheating. She was cheating, and she asked the guy she was cheating with to help her move out. But the guy that she left didn't know that was the guy she was cheating with.
Oh, pain.
So man just there helping her move, not realizing this is the guy that she's cheating you with. Can you imagine?
Listen,
But if you live together, you have to just say, you know what? I need you gone by 5 o'clock. I'm gonna leave, but I need you gone by 5 o'clock.
Yeah, you're right, Yusuff. They're not friends. Well,
not friends.
one-sided friendship.
Yeah,
Yes,
one-sided friendship. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
You have to leave by 5 o'clock. Don't let that man in my house. Don't know how you're gonna move your shit, but you need to move your shit. In fact, that man is in the hospital anyways. Doesn't matter.
And the fact that certain men have the capabilities to do that, it just disgusts me, bro.
To be honest,
That you could actually get with your friends, your supposed friend's girlfriend. It's-
In that
I have to
moment-
mark him. He has to lose a wrist or something.
in that moment when they arrest
Chop off
you,
a wrist or
A
something.
man of Christ.
Nah. What
no,
you
there's
talking
principle.
about?
Nah, that principle. You see
What are you
that one
talking
there?
about?
A
He needs
man
to
of-
remember not to do this
Yeah.
crassness ever again to anybody. He
Sid,
needs to
I'm not
lose
gonna lie
some
to you.
form of appendage.
Yeah, you know,
Something needs to be done to him.
you see that
Limb.
moment there, yeah? You see when the police come for me, I'll be more than capable to tell them why. As an officer.
Nah, I don't want to make jail for this.
No, I'm not
So
gonna-
I'm gonna.
I know- I
whatever
don't know.
You
happens
said
to
you're
him-
cutting off a finger, bro.
Wait,
No, but you can make
He
jail
has
for
to
it. You
lose-
can make jail for it
he
if he
has
presses
to lose
charges,
something.
though.
He's not gonna press.
He has to lose something,
You might
What's
be.
the windows at his car?
No,
Do you think the
if he
feds
can't
care that he
prove that I
cheated
did
on,
it-
that he fucked your missus? The feds don't care about
the
that.
thing is-
yeah, they don't care about that.
If he presses
I
charges,
know,
it don't matter. It don't
Where my
matter.
brain
This is a
works.
civil matter.
You know,
Exactly.
the thing is,
They don't-
I
they don't
get you,
care.
but you see
Not
where my brain
criminal.
works. When I'm getting arrested, officer, ask him why I beat him like that. Ask him.
Ooh, belligerent.
Ask him
The thing is,
why.
Only a certain level of man will fuck your missus, get beat up, and then call the feds. There's only a certain
Yeah,
guy who's cut
yeah.
from a certain cloth, and that's a very low cloth, in my opinion.
100%.
That's a
I
low cloth.
think there's a law if you are married and you come home and somebody
Is in your
is in
home.
bed with your
Temporary
partner,
insanity, innit?
yeah, you have the right
To beat them up.
to beat them up, or maybe in America shoot them.
Is it just wife? So it has to be law-binding
Yeah, that's
relationship.
what
It
I
can't be
believe,
just.
I believe, yeah,
But you
yeah.
can identify as husband and wife, no?
Oh, I see.
Maybe common law wife, potentially. I'm not sure, but you can be careful because the amount of damage you inflict. There's a certain
Level of, yeah,
damage you
because
can inflict,
I think I know.
So this might sound to be a question. If you have to get married legally
Mhm.
and you have vows, then shouldn't cheating be a crime? Cheating on your husband or wife, shouldn't that be a
Some
crime?
countries it's illegal to do that.
Somebody,
yeah.
it's a crime. It's a crime.
Yeah, I know. Like obviously, Muslim countries it is, but I mean in
No, not even in certain other countries. Who is it? I can't remember what it was. It was a country. Oh, did you see that? Oh, it's a side topic. About the guy that divorced a woman in Dominican Republic. That was hilarious. Do you see the post? Basically, it was a post. A man, like, he was older, fairly rich man, married a younger lady. Typical, how you think it's gonna go. And they had a few kids. Then it comes to the time where she thinks she's gonna leave him, and she goes to get a divorce.
Mm.
They're already divorced. They've been divorced for 20 years.
oh wow,
He took her on a trip to, I think it's Dominican Republic, where one person can legally get divorced So that he got the divorce while I was out there. So he envisioned at some point she was gonna come for him.
How did you get divorced in the country you wasn't even married in?
No, he took her. They went on a trip, so she thought she was just having a nice trip.
No, what I mean is, so I can get married in England and get divorced in France.
I don't know the laws on
Because
that. That's what apparently he got.
Technically,
Yeah, the laws are different.
How can you file for divorce in a country you don't live in?
I don't know.
So very, very important question, young man.
Yeah.
I don't know. How.
You're onto something there.
I don't know how.
I saw the thing still. I saw the post.
I don't know how.
Crazy.
But I think that's the only country where one person can.
Because your documents, your file's not here.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how he did it. Remember, he's a rich man. I don't know.
People, if you can get married in another country, why can't people go Vegas? Is that a stupid question?
You can go Vegas and get married.
I think
then you get
still need
divorced
to
in Vegas.
register that particular marriage.
I don't
in
know
the
how
country.
Vegas-
Like, okay, for example, if I get married in UK,
Mhm.
I can't get divorced in China. I can't go to the China
Mm.
court and say I want to file for divorce. They're like, what, you don't even live here, you're not even a citizen. What are you talking about?
It sounds far-fetched. I need to Google it.
You know what I mean?
If that is
No,
true-
it sounds far-fetched. I'm just saying
Yeah.
what was it. But back to the other thing.
Yeah.
Back to the dilemma. I'm gonna say that you have to blow everything up, and just be prepared for the repercussions. Unfortunately, the friendships are done. And to the man that's being cheated on, maximum violence. Maximum violence
Yeah.
towards the man only towards the man.
Obviously, on Man Cave podcast, we don't necessarily promote violence. We don't promote violence. We
I'm
promote
not
peace.
promoting violence.
But on this occasion, we promote violence.
I forget.
Full-fledged violence. If the feds ask, we didn't tell you to do it.
yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, no.
but yeah, the lack of respect, in that scenario is really bothering me because it's lack of respect, morals. Brings to the other point you wanted to discuss about morals. Remember you put in the group.
Oh yeah.
But like that means you have no moral compass. And I know we don't all as humans have the same one. But if that's someone you call your friend, you're parlaying with them, how can you then?
It's disgusting, man. It's disgusting.
No, it is. Some men have no shame when it comes to the opposite sex.
That's
Who?
All right, cool. So suppose that a woman's husband is cheating with her best friend. So her best friend is sleeping with her husband, right? Who should a woman be vexed with?
That's what I was just gonna say. Who would you
Both.
be more vexed at?
oh.
If
Both.
you can.
But where's the violence being distributed?
Both. I don't see why you have to choose one or the other.
So it's okay.
Both.
It's
Your
both.
best friend and your husband.
So that's when it is that she can beat up both of them.
I
believe so.
don't think she should put hands on him. I at no point am I ever promoting women to put hands on men. Ever. Because again, it comes down to morals and principles. Not every man is based with the same moral principles that they see women as women and who see themselves as more powerful than women. Some men will punch you in the face.
You know what? I'm going to take the retaliation part out of it. Fuck him up.
No, because I can't.
No. I understand what you're saying. Don't hit him in case he hits you back. That is very true, and we're going to stand by that. But on this occasion, I'm going to remove the chances of him hitting you back.
I said the story ends when I say so.
I was just saying, don't resort like in that scenario.
I don't know what happened just now.
No, I was saying, don't go in. Don't think, yes, your level of rage and you're entitled to your rage, but you can't then go and hit your partner
No.
because some men are not built
Just get your brothers
with
and
a
your
good
cousins.
moral
man.
compass where they think women's are women.
But who should take the most blame there?
No,
I don't think, why did they have to be one or the
no
other?
one say they're both as bad as each other.
Who's the most disgusting though?
I would say the person that I am most intertwined with. So my partner.
But he's a man.
No.
Huh?
So?
Who told you that?
We ain't
Jason?
doing that.
I don't.
No, the example I gave just now of the woman's husband cheating with her best friend.
Oh.
I asked who should be held most accountable. You're saying the man.
In that instant, her
Because the
partner
man
would be the man.
he made a contract with this young lady,
Yes.
right? But the
He's probably,
friend
he's probably
was
more responsible because he's the husband.
the friend was the friend before the man came along.
But
Do you understand?
yeah, but she wanted that. She wanted to sample.
But
The
you
good
have
life.
not sexual. You have an intimate agreement and understanding with your partner, which I think I will put just ahead. Because you
Interesting.
yeah, because
But
you are
in
my friend
our scenario,
and lover.
in our scenario,
Mhm.
right? 2 men are involved, and then the woman,
Mhm.
and little blame was kind of put on the woman, right? It was all, nah, that nigga needs to get fixed
I'll tell you why.
because
That's
of
because
the
we can't.
gender
there's-
dynamic.
No, it's a
Yes.
it's a bit of a gender dynamic, but also because I feel like a lot of guys will feel like their friendship is a lot more. How can I put it? There's more value in their. They'll feel like there's a lot more value in their friendship.
So what you're saying is that men have deeper friendships than women amongst themselves. Men and men, deeper friendships than women and women.
Some cases, not all, some. In terms of if it's what in that particular scenario, what he's explaining their friendship seems very close. So that's why maximum violence is required.
But women have this whole girl code.
Women make friends in the toilet. I can't give
I hear that, but they
can't
have
make
this
no-
girl code that they kind of stick to, right? And they said,
Yeah,
I know.
if I claim him, you can't even look at him,
that girl.
let alone it being my ex,
That girl
let alone
code
being
is-
my present husband.
Fickle, man.
I'm with women, but that girl code is bullshit.
It's fickle, but it does exist.
It
And
does
some
exist.
girls do abide by that rule.
It does exist, and some girls
Girls
do
drop
buy
out their good friends every day, B.
it. Trust me,
You didn't make my birthday dinner.
girls drop out their friends their birthday. I can't even.
I've heard it all. I've heard it all.
I can't even. What you're making?
Yeah, no,
friends-
girls will get vexed about you not coming to their birthday dinner.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Like girls will hold that against you.
I'm cancelling her.
Yeah, I've had conversations before.
girls go on holiday with women they met for 2 minutes. Impossible.
Girls take birthday invitations very seriously, but
It will be a
birthday
good.
appearances.
It will be a good look.
Yeah, Brent.
I DM'd her because she does what I do. Us together.
Oh yeah, girls definitely parlay with girls that they look upon as being on their level.
Yeah.
And then them together is a better package than them being
Oh,
alone.
I like.
And then
girls.
they can create content and they can do this and they can.
Yeah,
It happens all the time.
like in that scenario. Okay, she's known her longer, but what is the premise of their friendship? Like,
I
have
ain't
they?
saying girls they ain't make good friends. I ain't saying that.
I'm not saying they'll make good friends. I'm saying what's the premise of their friendship? Because their friendship could be
Yeah,
based off. I don't know. They used to go out together all the time.
yeah. Because
All right.
I've seen that with influencers, where there's influencers who I've known to be solo entities, and all of a sudden they're always together.
Mm-hmm.
This is definitely a conscious effort. You guys are using this as marketing. It makes sense, but it's funny at the same time.
Yeah, but I feel like
That's fun.
yeah, man, your male friends
Strategic, son.
possible.
I hear you, man.
Because some like friends, but oh yeah, how come we haven't seen so and so? Oh yeah, I just don't talk to her no more.
It's
Well, how?
it's
What?
often.
Like, how did that? Like, that there's life where you might not see them because if things are happening.
Mhm.
But what do you mean you just don't talk to them?
Do you remember we had that convo on Clubhouse? I think it was me, you, Peace, and I think Yusuff joined in a bit when we was like, what we've noticed that there's kind of like a social snobbery that women have towards them. As women get older, they tend to not keep or maintain friendships that are not conducive to growth.
Yes.
So like men can say, for example, you can be doing big bits, you can be a city boy, you can be on that, but you can still retain your crumb bum friend on ends.
I don't crumb him. He's just a friend.
Or just or something like that. Or maybe
Yeah.
somebody who's not necessarily
Maintain them to what capacity though?
No, it can be someone can
As
be
in
your-
he's a part of the crew and
Yeah, he
he,
can still be part of the crew.
rolls deep.
Yeah, because he's part of the crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, men will have friends where, okay, I earn good money. He doesn't earn the best, but he's still a good man, and whatever the case may be, I'm
Yeah.
taking him for who he is.
Yeah.
It's his life. Like he may not be able to do something.
may not
I'm-
even be ambitious as I am, as I try to be.
Yeah.
But we can still maintain, whether it's through sports, whether it's through
Yeah,
whatever,
I get you.
we can still maintain some sort of and parlay, and there's kind of no judgment. Whereas I see in women, it's almost, if you ain't on my vibrations,
Yeah.
I'm dropping you out. Good positive vibes only. This girl was very tear. I don't chat
But
to her.
that's a
no
bit different. Positive vibes is a bit different. Than,
Positive vibes is more.
Yeah,
it's
professional
different.
status and
I was more
Yeah.
thinking of like if they get a new job and now they're
Yeah.
earning the
Mhm.
big bucks.
yeah, that's social.
Social
Yeah.
currency. The social currency's gone up, and it's like, oh well, she can't even put in on the dinner. Like the good example is if like say you be boys for a long time, and I start to earn a bit more,
Mm.
and I'm like, oh, I want you to come,
Mm.
so I'll pay for you.
Mm.
But in some cases, they'll be like, nah, she's a brokey. She can't even.
Mm.
She can't even like.
But do guys do that though? Do guys invite their male friends somewhere under
No,
the
pay for
guise
you,
of
man.
I'm going to pay for you?
If we're close friends, and I know it's like something I would like you to.
Yeah, if it's something, if I'm inviting you somewhere which is I know is way out of your
Yeah.
budget, then fair enough.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you're the
Yeah.
friend that every time we're asking for you to put in, you're saying, I can't even do that. You know, nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm saying the friend that is genuine. If they have, I have. They have that kind of friendship.
I get that.
Then I'm more likely to be, oh no, man, that's like, cause sometimes I'm, well, why are you still friends with that person?
It don't matter. Especially if I invited you out to this place as
Yeah.
well. So
They're like my friend. I've known them. We have a relationship. That's
I buy food within my means. I wouldn't go out and look at anybody else's menu, and just because they're spending big, I've decided I'm gonna save face and look to spend big too. So I wouldn't expect somebody who hasn't got as much money as me coming through and wanting or expecting my same plate if they can't afford it.
yeah. No, but they wouldn't expect that because if you're with your codees, they wouldn't expect. It's more likely you've said because they might have said to you, bro, I can't even do that. It's out of my.
Yeah.
You say, no, bro, just roll, man. Come.
Yeah.
I got you. It's not a problem.
Drinks.
Yeah, I've got you. That's not.
No, it's different. If they've told you they can't afford it and you're like, don't worry, I'll cover you, then
Yeah,
that's different.
that's different.
To them inviting you somewhere, you get there now and you're like, oh shit, this is a bit outside my. So it's either I stay within my tax bracket
Yeah.
or I just try and keep up with the Joneses.
Either I need a water, sir.
And then the bill comes, I'm like, fuck, why did I do this?
Yeah, because that would be a rattler. You get to the restaurant and everybody's ordering,
And my thing.
and you're looking at the menu like,
I can only afford the calamari.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to think what I do in those situations.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I haven't. This is not part of my budget. I can't even front.
Yeah, know what I mean? I'll be like, I'll look at the menu, I'll be like, raw!
Yeah, I'm very vocal.
Yeah. I'll be awkward.
Very
I'll
vocal.
be like, raw, this is the type of establishment you guys put me
Yeah,
to.
very vocal.
What the fuck is this, bro?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Fuck this shit. Yeah. I think in them situations, just be honest and be
Yeah.
vocal.
Yeah.
You have to be honest. Like, look,
Yeah.
guys, this is not part of my budget.
No, but I hate that still. That is a bit annoying still.
I don't give a fuck.
Someone be heckling right in front of you. Like, I'll prefer it, yeah, if us, let's say it's my such and such milestone birthday, and I'm saying it's this restaurant. In that broadcast, going to be like pre the price because it's looking like a minimum per head 120. You say, big man, March is a bit of a
Yeah, but I ain't talking about.
120
Yeah, but
pounds
no, but
to come to your birthday.
I ain't talking about 120 though. I'm talking about higher than. I'm
Send
talking
your
about
higher than
higher.
that. But,
Oh,
but the thing is,
I'm not talking about 120.
Sorry, I'm not paying 120 pounds to go to his
no,
birthday.
No, I get you, but my example wasn't about seeing a whole meal come to 120 pounds. It's more so like
a drink.
we might all end up spending £500,
Jesus Christ. I'm not
£600 each. That's
Yeah,
what I'm talking
going.
about. That's
I'm
But
not
the thing
going.
is,
Yeah.
you see in that scenario, you've
So-
already, the caveat is you've already put a message out. You're kind enough to say, check the menu. It roughly comes up to this. Everybody can agree from then. But I know a scenario where people say, come to that I'm inviting you out. They get there and the bill's a mazza. You're like, why didn't you tell me that the bill was gonna cost?
It was one of them nights.
But by the way, everyone's got a split and it's this amount. You're like, no, but you could have
Ah,
warned me
Muf had a good tweet about this actually.
that I have to spend $250. I didn't budget for $250 today.
Mm. So what
That
you
hurt my heart. No, I'd pay.
you speaking about right now, but you giving out your cars in cash. Fuck is you talking about?
No, the thing is, I
Mr.
was
Happy.
I don't know what you're talking about. Because I said in the invite, come before 9 p.m.
Mhm.
and you can get a free drink.
Mm.
They came before 9 p.m., but the drinks ran out.
Why did they take that into account? Why is it running out, bro?
Because there was people,
Yeah,
a lot of
people
people came
Yeah,
before
so
9 p.m.
3, 4, 5 drinks.
But
didn't they?
in that scenario, if you can't tell me come somewhere. It's not that I don't have it, but $250. I didn't budget for $250 today. Like you can imagine
Not
someone
me, man.
invited mid month.
Because I'm picturing what I could do with this 250.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yes,
If you invite me,
fucking
if you invite
Ghanaian,
me
bruv.
somewhere mid month and you're like, oh yeah, by the way, when I get there,
Not
you say,
me.
oh come, it's gonna be
Not
about
me.
$250.
But whose fault is that? If he tells you where you're going, is it your job to now go online
No,
and check
I will
the
research.
the
But I'm
prices, the
saying,
menu?
say they don't tell me, oh, you were rolling. Just say, you know how guys are.
Yeah, no, thing is,
I'm getting a starter.
this is
I'm going for
Calamari
vibes.
ass
I'm
nigga.
going for vibes.
I'm gonna get the wings.
100%.
Are we splitting?
You know, I'm not that. Okay, cool. Here's
12 piece?
Here's a split thing. So Moff put up a tweet earlier. I'm not sure what it was referenced to, but he said 10 people go out to eat, yeah. So 9 people eat and drink £100 worth each, yeah, of food and drinks. And 1 person eats and drinks £40 worth, yeah. If they split the bill evenly, it's £94 each, yeah. 9 people pay, in this scenario where they split the bill equally, yeah, 9 people will pay less, 9 people pay £6 less than the value of their meal. And that one person who only spent £40 will now pay £54 more
Jesus.
than the value of their meal. So in that scenario, is it a case of pay for what you ordered, or do you split the bill?
So similar to that, right? I remember when, do you know Croatia, yeah?
Yeah.
When we went and all of us man was pretty much staying in the same accommodation.
Yeah.
And then that was probably my first mandem holiday, innit?
Yeah.
So we're just jumping in the frozen food section, trying to buy this bread, eggs, basics.
Yeah.
So I've got my little hand cart thing.
Yeah.
I did my eggs.
Yeah.
This is my bread.
Yeah.
So we all get there, yeah. And you know what David says to me?
What?
So he said, it's your first mandem holiday, but we're all putting it together and we're dividing it. I said, is that how it goes? I didn't even know. But...
So you just put your 1 egg and bread and then
yeah, but let's say that came up to whatever the krona or whatever the currency is. Let's say I'm paying a little 10 piece.
Yeah.
Put it together. Probably ended up paying 22.
Yeah, because you're gonna end up eating their food anyway.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's why.
That's why it makes sense. On holiday in a group setting,
it's
cool. We all
chip
in.
You might as well, because once your 5 eggs and your slice of bread run out, you're gonna go and eat their food.
Yeah,
probably wouldn't.
Unless you go back,
probably run back to the
the
store. Get my
you can either run back to the store and get your own, or man them. Can I grab 2 eggs because mine's done?
Yeah, and you're still gonna spend. If you run back to the store, you're gonna spend the same amount.
Yeah,
but in a restaurant setting, like I think the guys that I would go out with to eat, we'd understand. Okay, you know what, we're going here. This is we'll let everyone know we're going here. Yeah, and we're gonna split it. Let everyone know from the beginning we're gonna split the bill.
Yeah,
and that's fine. But just don't take me to an establishment randomly, and then the bills are madness. Because
you
have to have like-minded
based on the area I'm in, I'm gonna know roughly what. If I'm going out in Mayfair, you kind of get a ballpark figure of how much money you're going to be paying because of the area you're in.
I have like-minded friends. So
yes.
No, because you can still know and understand what you want to eat, though.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about in the splitting the bill scenario.
Yeah, if we're going Mayfair, I know it's an expensive night.
Yeah.
I already know.
Not for me.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I don't say no.
You know that a sea bass can be this.
No, I'm not saying I order my food and pay for what I eat. I said if it's a group setting and we have to split the bill, then
if that's pre-established,
then it can end up being whatever it is.
Can't do that because I don't drink. You're never gonna get me to do that. I don't drink.
No, I hear that.
And that's where that's where it rack up.
That's fine. But it's also about knowing the people you're with.
Yeah.
It's not about like
that's true.
In scenarios when you go restaurants, it's like you invite people you know who they are. Like you don't invite random people. And sometimes you do find out about people like, I'm moving a bit. Like, have you ever been somewhere and someone's bad like to the waiters and stuff? Like where they're being like really rude and you're like, what's wrong with you? Like that kind of stuff you realize. But in general, if you know your friends like, nah, I don't drink, all right, cool, we're gonna make it separate. Like he's gonna pay that and the rest of us will split. That's fine. Because generally it would be discussion around that. It's just those people that will come and like they're trying to do. There's nothing worse going to a restaurant and someone's spending more loads. When the bill comes, they're hiding.
Yeah, that's obviously those people are scum. Me, I don't care if you come to a restaurant and you want to pay for what you ordered. I don't give a damn.
I'm not bothered.
Like you only ordered a drink and a starter, pay for a drink and starter. I don't expect you to pay more than you ordered. That's fine. If you're someone who doesn't put in, but then wants to reap the benefits of it, that's a whole different story.
It's impossible. If it's your birthday, if we're going out and I'm with a set parent, if it's your birthday, you don't have to pay. That's just...
All right, that's the question I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
Because in Trinidad, when we have a birthday celebration...
The celebrant.
Yeah, he covers everything. So if I'm having like a barbecue or like a party in my house and it's my birthday, I'm paying for all the food. I'm inviting you guys. Bring a bottle if you want to bring a bottle. But I'm looking after you. Even when I now go and invite you out to a restaurant, I am paying for you guys because it's my type of thing.
Cultures,
But your suggestion that if somebody invites you to a party, everybody looks to cover their bill.
Yeah, if it's a birthday dinner
Mm.
and they say, "Oh, okay, we're gonna make it known you don't have to pay." That's not whatever. Depending if there's certain family members that they invite, cool. Like if they invite their mum or something, they don't have to pay because it's not.
Yeah. Mum
Can't be taxing
can't be there. Mum's just
Ma
paying.
Dukes. No.
My mother's different. She takes on the person who's being celebrated and her husband.
What do you mean she takes them on? As in,
The
She
paying.
pay.
they're paying for her.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, she's paying for them.
Oh, she paid for them. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I hear it, but it just depends on.
Mm.
It depends on who you are and how you move. But
Yeah.
I know personally, even when I go on holiday, everyone like we're going on holiday, that that's holiday money we're spending.
Mm.
So we're aware of what's going on. And everyone, we have a discussion.
We already set aside some money that doesn't exist anymore. So it's
If I know I'm going on
This
holiday,
money is perishable.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. Holiday money, that's the mindset I have.
yeah.
This is money that I'm gonna waste. I remember when I went to Miami, before I went, I set aside strip club money.
Mm.
And I didn't care what I done with it because in my mind, this money has already been thrown in the bin. It's there.
That's
I
this
went-
about 25 ones.
25 nigga, I changed more than 25.
But
I'll
that's
tell
the
you
thing. When you go on holiday, I'm going here. This is what I'm going to do.
Yeah,
Okay, I want to enjoy. If I want to eat at a restaurant every day,
yeah,
that's what I've decided to do.
Yeah.
I'm not cooking at all.
yeah.
Like certain times, you might want to cook yourself over the breakfast. I remember when I went to IB I made friends at a hotel, three places.
Yeah.
At a hotel restaurant
Mm.
and a restaurant near the hotel.
Yeah.
Made like close connections.
Yeah.
Had the best lamb shank. Every time coming in, yeah, cool. Just sort us out.
Yeah.
Half the bill. It was nice.
I remember the first time I went strip club, I think I changed $400 into ones. So I just put both the stacks
Rubber bands.
in my front pockets. I just felt like a boss. I bossed up. Walked into wasted. This is
Swear? Oh, you didn't know?
No, I didn't throw them both at the same time. I
Okay.
just mean throughout the course of the night,
Oh, okay.
I just wasted it all in it.
I don't-
And obviously, it's a waste of money.
Mm.
But
Culture, no?
that's why you're there, innit?
yeah.
That's why you're there.
To be honest, I understand how people get swindled out of a lot of money in the strip club.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. Not like, because like some of the women talk to you in a particular way
They are
that's proper
skilled
in your
individuals.
mind that if you've never really encountered women, you're going to spend.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't get swindled. Once the money I have is done, I'm not going back
No,
to
but
get
that's
more.
youth. That's because you're youth.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said I can't get swindled.
But I've seen where people going to and fro to the cash.
I'm not getting too
And
involved.
I'm like, but I can see, in their eyes.
Yeah.
Cashing out the muns.
I've taken out my allotted budget for this here establishment. Once it's done, I'm done.
They're done. But you see the fantasy?
Yeah.
Some man, the fantasy will take them way over there and all rent money, everything is gone.
Mm.
Nah.
And they can't, it's just because it's like, okay, this is my dream woman. She's asked me how I am. What's my name? Where I'm from? Are you from the Caribbean? Oh, that's nice.
Facade.
Like,
She's trained.
No, but you understand that because your mind is already set. I'm here.
Most men should understand it. Again,
No, we
I'm not
understand
going
it,
to
but you
believe
just
this.
fall into the law, bruv.
What a law?
Cheeks. And
There's no
titties.
law.
Ass and titties. Titties
No,
and ass.
there is. The thing is, there is no. What's the law?
Ass
So-
and titties.
I think it's simple.
No, but
Titties and
is
ass.
the law thinking that she's going to come home with you? She wants to marry you?
Yes.
What is the
Some
law?
men do think that.
Huh?
So I've been in a or
No,
managed.
it's ridiculous.
No.
Therefore, I'm not going to believe
Oh,
it.
yeah, because we've established anything.
I'm
that
not gonna
is-
believe it. So you are in the strip club now, believing that this woman this is her job.
I'm in love
This
with the
is
strip
her
club.
job, her
This is
job-
why these songs are
Her job is
created,
to
bro.
woo you, to tantalize you, tantalize you, and you believe that what's going to transpire after this night is over. What do you think?
I'm gonna spend my time talking to her, getting to know her.
Yeah, that's a certain type of man.
Yeah, but
And
some of
then
them, that's
I'm
the
gonna-
amount of thrills that
I'm
they
gonna,
need.
I'm gonna wait by outside.
Type of feel they need, or all the feels that they can get.
Ma, you okay? You
Some
know-
of them married man with a, nonsense.
Yeah.
wife.
And I guess if that's your thing, if that's how you get your rocks off, yeah, then
So be it.
go crazy.
You got to say even some men that go and sit in the strip club and eat chicken wings.
Yeah, because that's how they get the rocks
strip
off.
club wings are the best wings.
I keep hearing that, but
But the end there, some man will wait off. So Ma, you need a ride home? Can I get your number?
you know what? The thing is,
Even in the best man when Candy came to give him a lap, Shelby,
Yeah.
he fell in love with the
yeah. No, I think is if that's how you get your rocks off, and you know the play, you know nothing's happening, but I get pleasure out of coming here, throwing money, interacting, then cool. But if you're there under the guise of I hope something transpires, and you're just there with hope, relax.
I swear you're so soft.
whispered in the ear, bruv.
I said Shelby. You know.
Like Shelby.
Oh, I was having this
So
conversation. I was
soft.
having a conversation the other day. Yeah. So, if you're, so you and your wife, so you and your fiance are both having your hen do and your stag do, yeah. What are you comfortable with her having? So let's just say her girls throw her a hen party with a male stripper. Yeah.
Fucking male chipping.
One, are you comfortable with having a male stripper? And two, what are you comfortable with her and the male stripper doing? So, for example, are you cool with her getting a lap dance?
Yes.
Are you cool with her maybe grabbing his bum while he grinds on her?
Yes.
You're cool with that, yeah? You? Brent, are you? No?
She can't touch his willies.
There you go.
What
So
she-
there is a secure man. What are you allowing?
Nah, I'm not entertaining the whole grabbing of the bum bum.
Look at my bum. Why?
No,
Why?
because she wouldn't entertain me doing it.
Okay, fair enough. So anything apart from that is off the card. So obviously like dick play is off the card, of course.
But a lot of the time they're gonna bring out their thing anyway.
Can he pick her up and
Gyrating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you?
What's he do? I'm the only one that should be picking her up. We're not doing that.
Why?
She should know better.
Why?
Don't do that.
Why?
Because she's comfortable in picking up random women.
No, let's take that side of it out.
Because she wouldn't
No,
be.
this is not about what
It's
she
not tit for
likes.
tat
This
every
is
day,
about
guys.
you. This is about you.
Me.
Why aren't you?
Why is he picking her up?
No, that's not an answer.
I'm asking. Why?
Because
why?
that's his job, big man. He's a
His
stripper.
job-
That's what he's here to do. He's here to entertain.
Hold up in his fucking team.
Man said why?
His job.
That's his J.O.B. That's his J.O.B.
That man's job is to strip, take his clothes off, and he's done. Don't need
And
to pick her
no,
up.
you can pick her up and stuff. So no, but why aren't you cool with it?
Because no man should be picking. I'm the last man that should be picking her up. That's it. It's very simple.
If that's your answer. That's your answer. All right. So for you, there's no nothing's going on at all. Okay, cool.
What about you?
You want the man to stay in his leotard?
I'm cool.
I didn't suggest that he should be there in the first place.
Yeah.
He asked you all these questions.
Yeah, okay.
Again, if it is that she's not entertaining me having a stripper, she's not entertaining the stripper. Sorry.
I'm cool with. Obviously, it's your hen do.
Forceful.
So you're meant to go out, last hurrah, whatever. This is your fun, whatever. I'm not intimidated by the stripper. Like, oh my God, the stripper's gonna take my girl. So you can have your lap dance. Yeah. If you wanna slap a little bum, boom, slap a little bum, cool.
Little cakes.
There should be no penile play. None of that. No dick out, no nothing. Impossible.
No, he must keep the dick in. Because they're going to take it out.
You can take his dick out, but don't put his dick anywhere near your vicinity. Like if his dick's out, then he should be away from. There should be a little bit of a distance. Cool.
Get the dick fumes and shit.
He can put,
If he does pick you up and
He's
grind
gonna
you,
put-
toss
he's
you
gonna
around,
put it in
cool. That can happen, but I don't want to see any evidence on social media. Yeah, this
Yeah, tell your little
at this particular juncture,
in our
all
career.
phones away. Let's keep this one private, shall we?
Them happy friends. Allow me.
Yeah,
Wi-Fi airplane. mode.
grinding, a bit of gyrating, a bit of fun, then cool. But anything past that is possible.
Can she rub on the abs? Because you know they be doing
Yeah,
that.
rubbing abs.
Oh,
cool,
wait,
abs.
can he grope her?
I got abs too, baby.
Can he grope her?
Can he grow up her?
Yeah.
As in where?
He's picked her up, so he's gonna grab.
If he picks her up, you can grab a little back, lower back. you
I said no frontal lobe.
can pick her up and grab the lower back.
But you're strong. You can't
Support her from the up under.
Yeah, go on. Why not?
Mm.
Why not?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
Why not?
because this is a
Stripper, innit?
Pacific
stripper.
scenario. And it's going to be over in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
And this is
You
not
hope.
intimate.
yeah.
You hope
She,
she might go back to the private boom 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 room.
a little extra 20 because sucky sucky.
Bruv, believe in yourself, bro.
No, it's not about me.
No, it is about you.
No, it's not.
Believe in yourself.
No.
Do you
It-
believe your woman's gonna leave you for stripper?
No, of course not.
Then it's fine.
Of course not. let's not be silly.
It's fine.
It's never about me here.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's never about me here.
Remember, this is a hen do. This isn't. Oh, this is have a stripper party out of the blue. This is for a reason.
No,
the hen party, bro.
Allegedly.
No, I hear the hen do, and it's never about me. But there should still be some sort of healthy boundaries here.
Yeah, but we've established the boundaries. The boundaries is no penile play.
So if, like you said, if your woman allows you, are you also allowing as much as she allows you?
100%.
Okay, cool.
I think that's only fair.
Yeah, but you started off your premise with she's not going to allow me. That's how you started off.
Yeah, because that's the type of woman I believe that I'm going to get with. Yeah.
You know what?
Okay.
Have you seen those American videos of strippers?
Yeah.
She had the peen in her mouth.
I saw that one when
That's
they went to sip and paint.
Yeah,
They were
it's
sipping
just
all right.
little stripper stuff. It doesn't mean anything.
Don't do that.
No, dude.
Oh, that's when the boundaries actually become.
That's what we
No
just said, though.
penile
Did you hear what we're
play.
saying? We said no penile play. We just said
I
that.
hear that, but for that person,
Yeah.
because you know full well that there are people who would be like, yeah, you can play with the willy. That's fine.
As
You'd
in,
be like,
as in you, there's men who will be cool with it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah, I'm sure.
100%.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for them.
Cocks.
Yeah.
For me, no.
Yeah, it's cool.
They're
It's
into
cool.
cuckolds.
But I wouldn't basically question your insecurity because you wouldn't allow what he would allow, but you've questioned his.
Yeah, because there's levels to this though.
Mm.
I don't think it's insecurity. Why would I want my? Let's just assume it's like the sip and paint scenario.
Hell no.
Suck and paint. What?
Yeah, suck and paint. To me, that's not even about insecurity. Why
that's
should another
ludicrous.
man's dick be my man's wife? I mean, sorry, why should another man's dick be in my wife's mouth? It's not even about me at that point. It's about why are you doing this?
Violation has occurred.
Like-
This isn't decent.
Like somebody did this. Otherwise, fabulous. Somebody did this.
You know what's mad is that in that scenario, yeah, they must have been looking at her like, Keisha, come.
When you think you know your, or they're looking at it like, you did this before, but this is the second week in a row.
Yeah. Take your
Nah,
eyes
or,
off
you know,
of her.
it's-
Keisha, not again!
Can't take you anywhere. You don't know
Not
why.
even that one. It's like, who bought Keisha? Who's responsible?
No, it's
You're
not
dropping her home because I ain't dropping her home.
Take that drink away from her.
I think she's gonna have a good enough time.
Take that out of your mouth, Keisha.
And then for you guys, do you see your stag do as like your last hurrah?
I'm gonna enjoy it like it's a stripper. So I'm not gonna be secretly
You're
trying
gonna
to
enjoy it like a. What do you mean?
enjoy it like I'm in a strip club. So I might caress, throw
Yeah.
some ones if I'm in America,
Yeah.
tap to that. But I'm not gonna. Some people were like,
If
the strippers on it, I wouldn't do it.
If your woman gave you a pass, she goes, Syd, this is your stag do. This is your last night as a free man.
Absolutely not.
I don't care what you do. Just go out, have fun, and just do whatever you want to do.
Yeah,
next.
one-sided pass is cool. That's fine.
Yeah? So you're-
Absolutely not.
Potentially,
yeah.
if she
You?
actually said to me,
Absolutely not, because they'll hold it against you at some point.
But you could just do it live.
No, I'm saying I hear that. You're more likely to do that, but
"Hey,
if
stop."
you're more likely to do that. But if you're stupid enough to agree, at some point, that's gonna come up.
Airsoft, they drop.
Because-
said no, nigga.
Yeah, because it'll be a point where you'll be like, oh, I even let you do there when they're vexed at you. No reason. Comes out of nowhere.
When she
Because
has
really deep down, they didn't want you to do it.
Mm.
It's almost like a final test.
Mm.
So
yeah, I'm with you. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna fall for the. Yeah, go do your thing. Whatever.
yeah.
Whatever.
Because one day you be sitting there. Like,
Whatever,
so-
ever.
You ain't gonna get me with the okie
I
doke.
like. Nah, it's not happening.
One day you might be sitting in bed. You know what? Yeah, it's just funny. Question. You know when you did your stag do, and I said you could do it. What did she look like?
Oh,
And also, I don't want to go into my marriage just having slept with another woman.
That's
that's true.
Yeah, I mean-
Mention him was sleeping with another woman.
the
Didn't you-
pass.
didn't you see what we
Yeah,
said?
if you get a free pass.
Oh, is that what you meant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
What do you think I meant?
A free pass.
So you actually considering going to sleep with another woman?
Key.
What do you mean consider it? I just said to him, what if your woman says, yo, it's your stag do?
No,
So when you said, yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's what he meant.
Oh.
Yeah, he meant it one.
I'm in the wrong room, man.
I misinterpreted.
No, you knew what I meant. You knew what I meant. Shut up, bro.
You was
knew
like,
what I
okay.
meant. You knew what I meant. You knew what I meant.
Wow.
Can't prove
You know what I meant.
I just think that's a bit. Yeah, man. You're starting off with the wrong.
Yeah, that's what I think. I don't think
Yeah,
it's started off on the right
absolutely,
foot.
man.
Shut up.
No, it started off. I'm doubting myself. Fucked up.
And he was probably like, yeah, why not?
I thought it was gonna be 4 yeses. Y'all niggas snake me.
He was bare like, yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, why not? You know what?
One-sided.
If she allows me.
One-sided.
He said one-sided too.
Wait, am I toxic?
Listen, each to their own. No, you don't have to change your mind because of us.
No, it was comedic purpose.
Stick by your guns, bro.
Comedic purpose.
No,
No,
bro.
you did
You
that.
can be. You can
Stick
be
to your
toxic.
guns. Why are you trying to flop because of us?
You can
No,
be
it's not
toxic.
because of you.
It is because of us.
I knew
We said we
deep
wouldn't
down.
do it. Now you're saying you wouldn't. You won't do it.
I knew deep down morally it's wrong.
Oh, whatever,
Is
man.
it-
Two
you
wrongs
trying
don't
to
make
say
it
faithful?
right.
Huh? I said, who you trying to say face for?
I can't remember.
But okay, morally, but who depends on whose morals.
Oh,
We ain't all morally aligned,
we're not all morally aligned.
and some
at all.
people's morals are different. Some people see disrespect in different ways. So hey,
Would you let her do it? A free pass.
Hell no. What type of silly question?
Free bands.
I'm not a clown, and this is not the circus.
You know that stupid one of your ultimate celebrity crush. I'll let you. You know what I'm saying?
They ain't got no choice, man.
Bring Miles in town, bitch. I'm out of here.
No, I'm playing.
The
You knew
celebrity.
she loved the fucking Lenny Kravitz.
No.
No, he's a handsome man, but
Okay,
no.
who he is, bro. No.
He's
no,
a
no.
handsome man, but no.
It's an interesting name you just pull out the hat there. Lenny Kravitz.
You say Lisa Bonet.
Bro, ain't no one fancy Lenny Kravitz in about 20 years.
No, you'd be surprised, you know. Women like
I'm
it.
playing, no, I'm joking. Obviously, he's not a name that comes up in it.
If you said Method Man, you might be in some
Oh, Method
trouble.
Man is the new MCM, boy.
MCM, you might be in some
Jesus.
trouble.
Yeah.
The babes meets
The girls are loving them some Method
She
Man
ain't
right
coming
now.
meets a
back,
Method Man, you might not get her back.
Loving them some
But you see that whole thing.
METHOD.
Like, okay,
man.
not even that she's let's say like you're at a concert,
Yeah.
and the celebrity calls her back. You see a woman acting different. You've never seen her acting this way before.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gobbed.
No, but that could actually happen. You be
course it can-
side by side.
No,
with
of course
your
it can happen.
It can happen, but imagine you just looking at her like,
Of course it can happen.
I don't mind about that, to be honest.
no, you're
No, I don't mean going crazy over the music. Oh my God, this is my song. I don't mean that.
No, go enjoy the music, whatever. You're looking at her and she's keying at the dead jokes. You look at her like
Oh, as in she's meeting him.
I don't mind that.
she's meeting
A
him,
meet and
and,
greet with like Chris Brown or somebody.
and she's behaving in a way that you're like,
No, that's fine. She can kiki and laugh. I thought you meant that she's flirting and stuff like that.
no, she's kicking, but she's flirting, not like.
Yeah, no, you can't flirt in front of me. That's just you can flirt in private. Don't flirt in front of me.
It might be a pass with celebs. Do you know what I'm saying?
You're a better man than me.
You're
Because why? Because they're a celebrity.
They're a regular.
They're
person.
they're still human being.
I understand, but the aura is going to be different
No,
than
they're
just a
re-
buff guy.
They're a regular person.
So you would allow it because the aura is different.
No,
impossible. She has
let
to,
me.
I understand what you're saying. I agree.
So
No, I don't. Okay, that's fine.
So if it's, I'm trying to think of someone like.
So in what world do you say, you know what, babes, go ahead?
No, not like that. I'm saying, let's say for
Go
example,
ahead. That's not what that's I'm not advocating for that.
Oh, that's what I thought you were applying.
No, I'm not
Oh,
advocating
no,
for
no.
going ahead. It's
It's
for
like
her
aura.
giggling and
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh yeah, that's
You can giggle, do what you want.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, if I'm there, try not to flirt too much.
Just remember, you got me.
I lie.
you used to be like, reduce it.
I lie. Reduce the flirting. You know what I
You're
mean?
doing too much.
I don't mind about that, to be honest.
Well, I'm thinking about it the other way around, because if a woman celebrity was flirting with you and she's there, you feel it, because she might be staring.
You give it a blind.
She might actually be staring at you.
Because, okay, ask yourself this question, yeah? This celebrity that she's kicking with, let's just say he jumped in the DMs. Let's just say she messaged him saying, oh, it was great, nice meeting you backstage. Blah, blah, blah. Do you think she's not going to be tempted by the advances that he
I
makes?
don't mind about any of that. Like how I live my life is if it is that you've looked to do that,
Yeah.
made your choice, cool, make your choice.
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
hear that.
looking to be fighting
No, I'm not saying you should fight. I'm
with
just,
him for her.
Of course not. Of course not. But I'm
You
just
made your
saying,
choice, go.
I'm saying with that, if you answer the question.
You're right.
You answer the
You're right
question.
on that one, because it's more to do with her, who she is as a person and character.
Mm.
So she would be like, "No, I'm not. I'm like, yes, it's nice to meet my celebrity
Mm,
crush, but I'm not gonna give you.
mm.
I'm not gonna give up front and jeopardize my relationship
Mm.
because he's celebrity."
But you also believe that you're one of the waviest niggas ever to live, right?
Come on.
And you believe that, and she knows that, and everybody, all her peers are on you. You understand? There's confidence in that, man.
Who's pissing on me?
No, I'm
Apples
not
and pears.
Nah, I see what you're
literally saying this, that, and the next.
But I see what
I
you're
know,
saying.
I know.
Yeah.
But in that sense, yeah, you'd have faith in yourself and the choice of partner you pick.
Mm. And again, they're more available beautiful women after the slim amount of eligible bachelors out there. So she needs to fix up. She's walking the tightrope every single time she wakes up in the morning. Every single time.
You're
That's
sick.
a nigga.
Especially when it
Nigga,
is that you know.
You have no job security.
No job security. 100%. I just wanted to spice the conversation up.
Oh dear.
Just wanted to spice the conversation.
Please don't defund us. This is not an actual podcast, by the way.
Please.
Anything else that we want to kind of delve into?
You're going to war?
Huh?
You're going to war?
Are we going to what? Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do a non-dating topic.
Not me.
War. What's happening?
I'll take a couple.
What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
I will get an injury. I will not be going to war.
But hold on. What? Okay. The war jokes is jokes, right?
Yeah.
Regular citizens who are not in the army, navy, military, whatever, we can't be called upon
We
to
can.
war
But
with no military training or anything.
If it gets dire, you mean?
Yeah, if it gets dire, we can get drafted. Well, we might not get drafted. We might be above the age limit.
I have dual passports.
Never going to jail.
What's the age limit?
I think it's 18 to 35.
Only missed it by one.
So what are you trying to
I'm
say?
within the age
Wait,
limit.
what you trying to say? No, you're not. You're outside. We're washed or something.
No, we're not washed. But they won't.
Listen,
Like,
y'all
we're not
can't
first.
Trying to say I can't fight, nigga.
We're not first pick.
I don't mind.
So what we
So
can
hold on. They're gonna throw what untrained people with what guns and shit.
No, what they'll do, they draft them and they'll like say, Syd, you know what? You look like you can be a good chef. You'll be in the kitchen.
This is never happening. Not in
course-
this
of
era.
course never happening.
At
No,
all.
no,
Because
it's-
people will go and kill Boris. They will go to 10 Downing Street and they will kill Boris. You're not taking my freedom away from me and telling me I should go and fight in this particular
And
thing.
what? Are they gonna send a letter to my house? What, are they gonna call me?
No,
like,
they'll come to your house, draft you.
Yes,
I'm not being drafted.
Draft day.
I'm not being drafted. We're gonna say,
The number one pick.
we're gonna say, pack an overnight bag. Like, what's going on?
Georgie
It'll be one of them ones. Your nation needs you.
The nation needs you, bro.
I said, hablando English. Like, bruv, I'm not going to... Anyway, obviously, this is a far-fetched joke, and it's not going to happen, but what's our thoughts on the whole
You know what?
thing?
It's mad because like it's been brewing for a while. Literally, it's been.
I don't know the ins and outs, to be honest with you.
It's been brewing for a while, and people think that they can play with Putin. Putin's already has proved time after time. Don't play with me. It's very simple. Like we can be very diplomatic, but in certain scenarios, if I say to you, "Don't play with me," I will do what I have to do.
Yeah.
Every time he's shown, whether it's been with when he dealing with what's his name? It's the orange face man. Trump. What he
It's
do
the
with
orange
Trump.
face,
What he do with Bush. He's been very. I'm not backing down. I don't need
He's
to back
been
down.
there for too long.
He's
Man's
been-
re-elected himself.
He lives his raps, and I think the scenario is basically a lot of like how America and NATO have kind of played the scenario. They've put Ukraine in a very vulnerable scenario.
Mm.
So, and
Mm.
it's almost kind of like playing on what ifs. Okay, if NATO were to move, like to allow Ukraine to be part of that, and then that means that Russia have to move their warships and all their weapons and stuff out of what's it called again?
But what's the whole conflict about?
NATO has incrementally
Taken more
taken
parts of Europe.
more position, taking more position. Now they're literally looking over Russia's
Mm.
line. All right, cool.
Yeah,
If I have Ukraine now, I know what's happening.
Yeah.
yeah.
So Russia's like, I told you,
They
or
start
you
running.
told us this wasn't happening, but
Yeah.
yet you've now gone through the back door in order
Yeah.
to do this. This is not running.
Okay.
So you think I'm joking? Let me sort out Ukraine.
And
Okay.
you've got the part where basically the old USSR were the main reason why the World War stopped.
Yeah.
Because they lent support across.
Yeah.
So after that, NATO was formed. And as you said, the treaty was based to say that, okay, you know what, we're going to have this and these will be the set countries.
And we're not going to expand.
And we're not going to expand.
Mm.
Every couple of years,
Take a little bit more.
you
Take a little bit more.
come here.
Take
You
them
could, And there was talk about Ukraine. What's the other country? There's another country that they were saying that they want them to join NATO, but that doesn't. If they join that, that means it allows America and other places to have a bigger eye on what's going on in Russia, and it means that Russia will have to move their warships and stuff from Crimea. And it's a very much like it's very.
But it's not painted like how we are now talking about
No,
it.
it's
It's
not.
painted as Russia just wanting to literally be mean to Ukraine
Okay.
and to capture all of these countries that were once part of the Soviet Union. They're saying that he wants to recreate this,
Yeah.
right? And that's so far. Well, it could be the truth. Both could be true.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Both could be true,
But people aren't talking about why he's even vexed in the first place.
Yeah.
And it had been happening over like years and
Yeah.
years and years and
Yeah.
years. So right now, what I find surprising is obviously back in the day, there wasn't social media. There wasn't this particular machine where you could now levy and galvanize all these different entities to now pressurize an entire country off the back of popular opinion or how they are perceived in I guess social media's eyes, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, what happens is that when people on social media decide, so my favorite football team has that sponsor and it's Russian. All right, let me get onto them. So we will say, we are going to basically take our money from you if it is that you don't look to drop the sponsor.
Yeah.
And like that, dropped.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's so interesting how now Abramovich has to now sell Chelsea
which is
because
mad.
they might freeze the assets.
Yeah, it's
and-
mad that he has to sell it.
Just whatever.
Yeah, it is what it is, but it's just after all these years, now out of the blue, boom,
Overnight,
he has to sell it.
overnight,
Yeah, it's
like
crazy.
that.
And you know, but this is modern. Like you're saying it's like this is propaganda at its highest.
Yeah, it's modern warfare. Like,
Yeah,
literally, it's
real-
modern warfare.
Yeah.
Like propaganda back in the day used to be newspaper articles.
It's dashed from the skies and
yeah,
whatnot.
and okay, that's okay. You read a little newspaper. Like propaganda is papers like the Sun.
Yeah.
That's how they got like people to I need to do this. But this on such a wide scale that sponsors are dropping out
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, it's mad.
And people were like, "Oh yeah, what do you think about?"
Yeah.
Even the Chelsea manager today was like, "Stop asking me silly questions.
Yeah.
I am not a politician. I don't know anything."
Yeah, FIFA coming out and banning them from this, that, and the next. The Olympic Games saying, yeah, y'all can come and participate, but you're not participating with the Russian flag.
Yeah.
You have to be a neutral.
They
you know?
moved the Champions League final?
Yeah, Champions League final.
Yeah, from Russia to I can't remember what it is.
And the thing is, all of this serves NATO's and America's best interest.
Yeah.
But nobody's seen it like they've seen the history. They're not interested in that because of how they've spun it. You
Yeah.
understand? It's so bloody
It's just
interesting how it's
Putin the
happening.
monster, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's mad is that people like Biden can't do anything to Putin. He can't even be in the same like room, and like Biden's aging like milk right now, just dealing with America. He doesn't have like where Putin is in it's like more of a power is America and UK have joke people in charge to him anyway. He's seen bigger and better beforehand. So the yes, they've got the propaganda, they've got the thing, but he's probably thinking, and that's why he's very adamant in what he's saying. Like, there will be consequences if anyone gets involved. He's literally telling people, please relax.
It's also very interesting, even during this time when there's so much messaging about how disastrous this particular situation is for Ukrainians.
Yeah.
You're seeing your bloody people in that country getting racially abused.
Yeah.
You're thinking, I'm thinking, this is wild.
Yeah.
You have the time to pause this impending doom to now racially abuse my brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Racists always have time for racism.
Can you imagine?
They always have time. Racism.
Can you imagine how wild it is?
So, Brent, in your opinion, do you think it's justified what Putin's doing?
I guess it depends on
Which way
on
you're
how
looking
you
at?
look at it, because Putin didn't just wake up one morning and say, this is it. He had been telling them, stop looking to expand because this wasn't our agreement. And this had been happening for years. Do you understand? For years.
We're talking decades.
Yes. So now, you're at this point where they're like, if we do this, because we've been kind of making sure that everybody
Is aligned.
looks like or believes that Putin is this animal, right?
Mhm.
And obviously it didn't help when Trump was in power and he was there, pally. He played a masterstroke, Putin, a masterstroke, not just with America, but also with this whole Brexit stuff, right? They had their hands all in it. And bear in mind, you can't even look to do this stuff with China. They could do it with Putin because, again, Russia is like a diminished superpower. But they're trying to claw it back, right?
Mhm.
They do most of their fighting in cyber warfare and this, that, and next, right? But I wouldn't say it's justified because there are other means to communicating what had gone wrong. You could have come out and said, look, I hear what everybody's saying, but this is actually what's happened. This is the agreement that we made. This is what they've been doing across the years. And they've been gazumping this. And this isn't what we agreed. So we've gone against the agreement that we had, right?
That's the people that know. So that's all about propaganda and how it's been missold then. Because if you know that this is the treaty that we had put in place after World War II, this is what's supposed to be happening. These are the listed companies that are a part of NATO. So if you, every such and such, you're inviting these more companies to basically gain more power and oversight of Eastern Europe, why are you continuing to sort of infiltrate and go against what the original agreement was?
So what you ask me?
So if is he technically in the wrong for looking in the best interest of the treaty that was originally in place?
No, he's not. He's not in wrong. Like what Brennan was saying, that there is other ways he could have maybe communicated it.
So that people actually know. Because right now, NATO and America, basically, they're in pole position with the propaganda.
Yeah.
Like, they've got everybody on their side, right? And it's like Putin is like, I don't care for none of that. I don't care to explain as to what I'm doing. I'm just going to be on smoke because at the end of it, people would know. No, it matters now because social media is a thing now.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
So he's got corporate social responsibility.
100%.
Basically.
Because even Russians are now saying, Putin, stop. So they don't even know.
They don't know.
Do you understand?
You know, it's almost like, you see like when someone is aligned with their principles and in their head, they understand why I know why I'm doing this. Principally, no one can tell me different. But if they took the time to explain to somebody, I would be like, oh, I get it. You're not just doing... Because someone looks mad when you don't understand why they're doing something.
Do that press run.
And it's mad that you have to... Because what happens is, the way the world works and how people work is, people empathize without actually knowing the reasons behind things. They'll see someone hurt, see people... And that's human, that's fine. If someone explained, okay, this is why these people are in this situation, then there's a bit more, then the empathy spreads. But when empathy is put in one section, their victim, their evil person. Some people's brains only work in that manner. The most basic of people, they only work in two ways. I hate this, I love this. That's it.
And even what Russia's doing now is they are looking to showcase the instances of black people getting racially abused in this particular space. They're the ones who are pushing it. They're the ones who are making sure the algorithms sending those to people. So now black people are kind of drawing back. Yeah, I'm not putting my support in Ukraine because you don't even see us as human beings. Do you understand? And I find it so weird how you'll have big stations allowing type of wild commentary. Oh, they're Christian folk and they're white with blue eyes and the blonde hair. Why are you letting that run? Because as soon as you do that, you know full well a lot of the people are now be like, you're racist.
Yeah.
Like, what happens after all this is done? You'll still be racist. You guys are not good people.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So, and I find it's like a nice chaotic symphony. It's disgusting, but it's interesting to see it playing out.
Yeah, but and you're right. Because
playing on people's minds.
You said something that I was really interested about algorithms, that Russia can easily push that. It's so easy to push that, and people are like, okay, I won't support and like fuck them, It's playing on heartstrings. All it is playing on people's heartstrings and how you view the world. And sometimes comes down to morals as well. People's morals, what people think are morals are not always morals. It's ideals. Like your morals are aligned with what you believe, who you are, and they don't change because of feelings. You know, they don't pull on your heartstring. It's just, okay, this is what I believe is blah blah blah. But a lot of the world now is going on empathy. Empathy seems to be the currency that people trade in. So this is why we get people doing fake clips to pull on the heartstrings, pull on emotions. And that's where we are with this whole Ukraine-Russia thing, where it's so easy to say one thing, but the videos the other videos that obviously you might have seen as well, that explain the history. If you go look at the history, you're like,
Yeah. Did you watch that Dame Dash interview with Shannon Sharp?
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp?
I saw a clip. I didn't see all of it.
Please, what's your take on Dame Dash?
So the funny thing is, I used to kind of like, not idolize Dame, but I used to look up to Dame when I was younger. I used to see him as like a very astute businessman. I liked his attitude. I kind of liked a bit of his aggression, to be fair as well. But nowadays, he comes across a bit bitter. He's extremely arrogant. I think he just kind of lives in his own bubble, lives in his own world essentially.
He's above people.
Yeah, I think he feels like he's above everyone else. Like he can do anything and everything better than you. And this whole, you see when he said, when he asked him about his clothes, and he goes, I can't
rock this.
I can't wear another man's clothes, so I made my own clothes. This whole narrative was narrative of not wearing or having a man as a boss. So all that rhetoric is so ridiculous. But ultimately, underlying issue is I feel like he is just bitter because of the fallout with Jay, how his career has gone from back in the Rockefeller days. I think he's just bitter. He seems bitter.
Yeah, I think
very bitter.
It's very underlining. It's conceived.
Yeah, I think at the base of everything, he's a bitter man who feels hard done by Jay in how Rockefeller split and how Jay went on to then own Rockefeller afterwards, etc. I just feel like, and when I can't even see, when you feel like, okay, maybe they can rekindle. Every time you think they can rekindle, for example, when Jay-Z was inducted into,
Hall of Fame or something?
Hall of Fame, and he said, shout out to Dame, You think, okay, cool, that might be an olive branch. But an interview like this shows us that, that's far from the truth, because Dame is still in his head feeling like, no, Jay done me dirty. I don't like the way Jay moved or Jay does business, and it is what it is. Dame is a character, man.
100%.
But you can tell that Shannon was like perplexed at his answers.
Yeah, he's like, nigga, do you still think like this?
Yeah, he was. Watch it. Shannon was perplexed.
I need to watch it, bro.
Shannon's my guy.
But Dame, Dame, are you? He was very perplexed, bro.
I only saw a clip, and that one clip because he was talking about the paid in full too.
Yeah,
that's it to you. I don't know if I was supposed to.
No, I saw that. But what he said about that made sense.
Yeah, that made sense. But it's just the way he answered was just very much like he has a. When you said like you kind of looked up to him in a way or whatever, I understood what you mean by that.
Yeah,
because he was at the time, he was someone.
It was bossy. He was the man.
And he was getting stuff done.
Yeah, he was getting shit done.
He was getting stuff done, and it was like, okay,
he was a winner.
There wasn't many black men at that time that were getting stuff done in those corporate worlds. And we were like, bro, this man is.
But there's a few times in the interview where Dame's desire to just offer up a response as quickly as he hears the question.
Yeah,
Shannon caught him out quite a few times and quizzed him, and then Dame was like, just joking. No, I don't think you were. If Shannon didn't say anything, you would have just run with it.
Yeah,
you'd have run with it.
Because his character is very much like if he talks to a certain way, you know how people are confident in their speech, then people don't ever question it. Unless they have the bravery or whatever, a lot of time people are like, okay, I said that. I'm just gonna.
You know what it is? I feel like Dame believes that he shouldn't be where he is.
100%.
Based on his history, what he built, the people he's put on, he shouldn't be where he is. He should be, because essentially,
where Jay-Z is,
he was the mogul.
Yeah.
Jay was his artist. Yeah. Kanye was his artist.
Yeah.
He was the man at the top. He was the businessman.
Yeah.
Now, he's like, if you're looking at it like, economically, He's below all of them.
And all he's claiming now is, I put him on.
Yeah.
I made Kevin Hart. I made this.
It's all about, I have my own network. I have my own liquor. I have my own clothes. It's all about, I own this, I own that. But no disrespect, obviously, he's winning in his own. He's winning because he's still got money, family, whatever. But what's that?
It's still not enough.
Yeah, but the things he's doing, I feel like there's a ceiling. Like even he has his own network. His network isn't
on the Fox. You mean Fox Soul?
Is it Dame Dash Studios or something?
He has a production company, I believe, that is now looking to create content for Fox Soul, I believe.
Okay.
I believe, and he has his own app.
Yeah,
but in my head, it sounds as though they're now going to be programming so many things over there for Fox Soul.
Yeah,
you got everything.
Yeah,
you got everything.
I don't believe Dame as an entity has the support from the industry and fans and the public to blow in any capacity because of his attitude.
100%.
I 100% agree.
He burnt so many bridges.
Yeah.
He's someone that the thing is, he's someone that when he was at the top, he was
like he ruined a lot of relationships.
Yeah, and
that's the way he behaved.
One thing people don't realize is that your reputation precedes you.
Yeah.
So once you you can be on the top and be an arsehole.
Yeah.
But once you start to fall, and people are like vultures, when they start to see you fall, I don't have to respect. I don't have to do things.
You were an arsehole back to me. You were an arsehole to me back in the day, and now look at you now.
Yeah, I'm up. I don't need to help you.
And the one thing about Dame is there's bare evidence. Like the video of him going to the
studio, and he was
not the studio, the
meeting.
The meeting when they were talking about the Black Album, whatever, and he's cussing everyone out. It's documented, so people can watch it and see. Oh, okay, Dame was an arsehole.
Yeah,
it ain't just gossip and chatter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Speaking about the doc, even see Kanye.
Yeah.
Seeing the doc kind of makes you see how he is now. It makes sense. You know,
Explain.
like in terms of who people. It's he's always been arrogant to a degree. He hasn't always been arrogant. He's always had that self-belief that
That's different. Yeah.
Yeah, not arrogance. It's the unassailable self-belief, and that's been installed from his mother.
100%.
And you can also see the timeline of when he lost his mother, how that derailed who he is.
100%.
Yeah.
And then you can also see him constantly searching
100%
for that
balance, 100%.
That balance all through his. So when you look at how his relationship with Kim, you can also see that he was searching for that in that relationship in terms of that was the girl he wanted. So that was his dream girl. So he was kind of hoping things. Obviously, we'll see more in Doc. You see more, but that could be incorporated into who he is.
To be fair, part 3 they don't really get into Kim in the doc at all. But I'm almost finished part 3 and there's
nothing.
There's no
then you see the breakdown. And you're kind of like.
I think he chased over sexualized women. Yeah, and we saw that in the first episode. How he really, really loved that type of wild. Sorry, I might just be projecting here, but he stopped. I believe he stopped at one news agent.
Yeah, to get a magazine.
Magazine.
But
that's like his Achilles heel.
Do you remember the live show? And I said to Crystal that Kanye West is similar to I see him as Pete, very dorky. He's always been that guy.
Yeah.
No matter the type of women he was dating,
he's always wanted to be a rapper.
Yeah,
and in order to him to be a rapper, he needs to have this type of woman on his side.
Yeah,
right.
And it's very clear that in his how he dates is very much to, when women say, "Oh, some men date to impress their friends." I feel like he dates to impress the masses.
To satisfy the stereotype of a rapper.
100%. But I believe the first one was, right?
Yeah.
And I believe he then realized...
Who? You mean Amber Rose?
I believe that he got with Amber Rose in order to basically solidify his status as a current affairs, popular culture rapper, right? I feel like he needed that element of companion by his side to fully be a rapper.
Yes.
And then from there...
Interesting take.
I believe that he now saw, okay, I can't get to where I need to get and get into the rooms I need to get in with this particular girl by my side. I still want this particular over-sexualized girl and it's important for their entire brand image, but I need somebody...
The best version of
it. So he gets to Kim, right? And Kim is in Hollywood. So she's able to be in rooms and give him access to certain people he wouldn't have had access to before in order to push his whole fashion stuff to the nth degree.
Yeah.
And that combined union was like, all right, this is super duper now.
Yeah.
I can't see anybody else on that particular stratosphere. Well, Rihanna came later, right? That he could have gotten in order to get to where he is with the Nike and the Gap and the Adidas and this, that, and the next. I believe it was strategic. But it came to a point where he was like, okay, I've got everything now, but this is not sustenance for me. This is not sustainable. But I want to make it work, but I can't because I can't get what I need to get to complete me from this person because not that she's vacuous or anything, but she is not what my mother would want for me.
The balance.
She doesn't give me the balance. Do you understand?
So essentially, he got with her for a reason. She fulfilled her purpose.
Yes.
And now he may want more, but he can't get more because that's not what she can give him.
She can't reach that,
Yeah,
right?
Because remember he said he liked her. So, you know, like people have an image of the head of who they should be with.
Yeah.
There's a prime example, who they should be with. They get them and they're like, hold on, this ain't it.
Well, if what he's saying is true,
By the way,
then
he's still a bloody asshole,
he
right?
knew that already then.
He's still a bloody asshole, and he's still very abusive. I'm not justifying any of his behavior.
No. I agree. I'm not justifying it. But he may have just got there, and as Brett said, figured it out. Like, shoot, this.
You've seen nearly 3 episodes, right?
Yeah.
His mind is different.
Yeah, completely different.
Completely different. And what you know of Kim, what the hell? What have they got in common?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Kanye reminds me of Wiley. Because do you know how...
That's a big claim for Wiley.
No, hear me out. I'm talking about how they just changed. You know how Wiley was back in the day? Like his mind, the way he spoke, the way he came across. There was a shift where Wiley now, the way he speaks, his whole mannerism is completely different. That's with Kanye. College dropout Kanye and the Kanye now are kind of like complete different.
So Eskimo Wiley and the Wiley now is different.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
I'm not disagreeing.
Oh.
I was making
it sounded like you did because
yeah,
it sounded like you did.
You sounded you did.
No, I'm saying Eskimo.
Watch interviews of Wiley back in the early 2000s. He is a very astute, coherent, speaking person who seems like he's got it all figured out. Wiley now seems just out of his mind. Whether or not that's drugs or mental health or whatever. Okay, the Wiley who had an interview with my man at the park, and he goes, "Oh, about your MBE, take it back. That is not the same Wiley from back there. He's something has happened up here, 100%, and that's what I think happened with Kanye. Obviously, he has bipolar, right? That's confirmed from himself, his own mouth.
I don't think it may not have been something up here. It's the breakdown. People forget the breakdown of when people lose people in their life.
Yeah.
Some people, we're all intertwined as people, but they create the balance in someone's life. The balance is gone. So the balance doesn't allow him, now the balance is gone.
Yeah.
He's now tipped to the extreme that he always had, but there's no one to level him out.
Yeah.
To bring you back in.
Yeah.
Like we all have friends that you know that will say to you, yo, you're doing too much now. Come on. But once you don't have that, once people don't have that in their life, their behavior is erratic, and they latch and do different things and have all these reasons why they did it. And yes, the bipolar might have been like, but that may be just an episode, a thing that's continued due to the fact of he's never dealt with that loss, that balance he had, because that was his number one cheerleader, blah, blah. And he's chasing for that number one cheerleader and all the people he's dated just to get that balance.
But he still showed his mother a reverence that I didn't see him show anybody else.
No.
When he was in the presence of his mother, his gaze was lowered.
Yeah.
Right? It's as though she kept him humble.
But don't you think people act differently around their mother anyway? People are more respectful, more humble 100%, around their mother.
But we also saw him in mixed company when his mother wasn't there, right? And we saw how he was. Now, I didn't say he toned down anything to his mother, with his mother, but the reverence, that amount of respect that he showed told me that if she is now not there in his life, he needs somebody to replace that element of, all right, cool. I hear that. Rein it back in. Rein it back in.
Yeah,
rein
no,
it back in.
I think that's true. I think our parents, they play that part in our lives. Like, they kind of ground us and keep us respectful and keep us in check, essentially. Like, imagine the difference between someone who grew up with parents and someone who didn't. They're probably going to be unruly.
No, I don't think.
To a degree, because there's no one to answer to. Imagine growing up with no parents.
Yeah, no,
There's no one to answer to.
I know, but I don't know if Pretty might be able to say it's not even parents that should speak. It's somebody that just, as it keeps you grounded.
Yeah, but growing up, who is that person? That's your parents.
No, it doesn't always be your parents.
Yeah, it doesn't have to always be your parents.
It doesn't have to be, but first and foremost, who is it going to be? As a child, it's your parents.
No, it's who you grew up with. So some people, they might grow up with their grandmothers.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, but you're just, okay, if the parent's not there, then obviously it's the grandparent. But what I'm saying is, base level, it's your parents.
Yeah. Because that's the set of individuals who spend most of their time.
Exactly.
with
The people that pull you into the world. So that's who you're with.
But again, we've only seen a few glimpses of his interaction with his mother, right?
Yeah.
And I saw both sides of the divide. I saw her telling him, my favorite rap of yours was when you were, let's say, 11.
Yeah.
And she recited it.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
She was 100% his main cheerleader.
Yeah.
But she was also the person that told him, brother, a giant looks in the mirror, but a giant does not see a giant. Do you understand? In my head, that meant you can feel like you're God, but do not now look down on anybody. Do you understand? Take what you see, but don't see that same godlike reflection.
So what should a giant see in the mirror?
Yeah, I think that
Giants
it sounded very deep here, but I think that's a very short.
Yeah, I think people heard it and started using it. I see people use it as captions already.
Yeah,
I said, do you even know what that means? What should a giant see in the mirror then?
I think the giant should just see himself.
Why shouldn't a giant?
The giant wouldn't see the disparity between the sizes.
Why?
So when I
Because it's a mirror.
If a giant is a giant, why can't I see the truth in the mirror? That I am a giant.
No, but you don't see. Wait, when you look in the mirror, you see yourself, right? You don't see the fact that you're bigger than the ant.
No, but that's not how I'm taking it.
And like I said, I'm only taking how I took it. I'm not saying that that's how you should take it.
I'm taking it as you see who you truly are. And if you are a giant, yeah, that's what you see. When I say giant, I'm talking about the confidence, the self-belief. That's what I took it as.
So, and I guess when I was talking to Fuller, she took it as though she was trying to remove the level of imposter syndrome from him. But he didn't have any imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
He believed he was God.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So I didn't see that particular example as that because he had no problem believing in himself.
So then what was his mum trying to do?
That's what I said. Because during that same segment, she was there talking about arrogance, right? She was talking about you can still fly.
Yeah.
It's important to fly.
Was that the scene
but
when
keep your feet grounded?
Was that the scene when he asked her, "Am I arrogant?" and she goes, "Oh, you're the right amount of arrogant."
Yeah.
Was that a different scene?
Was that scene in the kitchen? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So she was aware of how much he rated himself, right? And she also knew the importance of having that instilled in him because when you move from here, I can't protect you anymore. You need to fend for yourself.
Yeah.
So it was important to instill that self-belief and self-confidence in him. But still, my friend, don't be wearing house payments around your neck. But that one there, that has an angel, it shows me that you are now looking, you're choosing a bit wiser than just putting gold around your neck, right?
Yeah.
These little exchanges, for me, it was so important to see how he wasn't the Kanye that everybody else saw when it is that he was out of his house.
Yeah.
He was like, this is my centerpiece. This is my earth. And upon her being removed, where was the earth to ground him? There was no other earth there. Do you understand? So, I can now be God. I can say I'm God. Jesus. All these plays on words because there's nobody else to like. Son, you're getting a bit wild with this.
Yeah.
Getting a bit wild with this, and that's how we've seen it now. He literally now, it's his world. Everybody else is living in it. Everybody else is living in it.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
I find that documentary so bloody interesting.
No, it's
and
interesting.
the affinity I had for him, because we're hearing College Dropout being made.
Yeah.
And we're thinking to ourselves, how are you hearing Jesus Walks and you're not kicking? Now, I rate the Neptune's guy, what's his name? Pharrell.
Yeah.
Because he's a music man, but
Yeah.
he's a music man far above
Yeah.
the other music men, right?
Yeah.
So he hears that, he's like,
Yeah.
that told me, brother, Pharrell, if I showed that to you there, I knew that we'd be papa when
Yeah.
we go here.
Yeah. But then even when Scarface came in, I think that gave him a vindication. He knew that he was gonna,
Incredible.
yeah. But Wayno did come out and say, because Wayno's in the background, he said we'd heard it. The reason why there was no reaction, because they'd heard it.
Yeah, a million
5
times
times.
already.
Wayno.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's worked for Rockefeller back in the day.
Okay.
Yeah. So he was saying that he'd done this before, he'd come in the office, start playing it. And what's
Yeah, I think it was obvious that this is not his first rodeo. Like,
Yeah.
they know who he is. Obviously, he's signed to the label. And that's not the first time he's busting the office, interrupted their work-day, played his music,
Well,
start
you mean
rapping in their face.
I liked your
with-
take
with
on
a
that
camera,
last
yeah.
week, 100%,
Yeah.
because people are going on like they were ignoring him.
Yeah.
This woman's working.
Yeah, she's working. She's busy, and you just come in and you got a camera in her face
And
as well.
she's not even a main player.
Yeah.
She's not even a main. She's not an A&R.
No, the woman. No, the woman's important.
yeah,
The woman who was by the desk, she wasn't an A&R.
She
wasn't
that's
important. She was
that's
Jay's
her name's Shaka Pilgrim. She's big in the game.
No.
No, yeah, but obviously that's back in the day. That's when she's starting. But she was important enough for him to do that to. He's not gonna go up to a scrub and be like, "Listen to my mixtape."
I just saw her like her nameplate when it came
It
up.
was head of marketing and stuff like that.
But I still think if that's the case, that's what her role is. She's not going to make decisions on getting him.
Yeah, but she can still help. She works for the label.
bend the ear, I suppose.
You know what I mean?
But I think a lot of people took that take way too like. Yeah.
They didn't see the genius.
Everyone takes things surface
They didn't
level.
see the genius.
They see
Nonsense.
Kanye rapping to a woman and she's looking at him like this. So they're taking it as that. People rarely look behind the fucking curtain.
But I even feel like she was feeling the music.
Yeah.
It's
She
only when
liked the Lexus line. She started smiling still.
Yeah.
Was it her or was it the other woman? Remember the other woman, she kind of interacted with him a bit. It was the other woman.
Yeah.
The darker skin woman.
The darker skin woman was
She
the one
was like,
who was right in front of him.
Yeah.
The other one who's kind of on the side,
Yeah,
she
over there.
interacted with. She's the one you're talking about. Who liked the Lexus line.
No, the other one did.
We're talking about the same person. It's
yeah,
fine,
you're
don't
talking
worry.
about
It's fine,
100%.
it's fine.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just find it's a beautiful depiction of a man knowing that history was actually happening, and he says, "Look, document this."
Yeah.
And the fact that we were able to now get an insight into something that paved a lot of our I don't know where you were. I don't know what to give away my age because I'm quite a young guy. But it was so beautiful seeing how he's now referencing what he wants this particular singer to come and sing, and it's exactly how it came out.
Yeah.
So he had planned the entire structure of the song right from don't look to deviate. This is what I want. This is what I want. Come in. This is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I want. And I loved Mos Def's energy.
Yeah.
Because he came across as a guy, no, if it's dope, I'm letting you know it's dope. I'm even giving you a chance. I'm calling you up on stage and this and that. I love artists who give that type of vibe.
Yeah.
Because being in the same record label with them isn't going to be a chore. It isn't going to feel hostile. For example, Dame Dash would make a room feel hostile, right? It's like you're always trying to vie for his attention. It's just that disgusting, right? I would never want any company or any organization I have to have that type of culture. It's disgusting.
Mos Def, he deserves his flowers. Because realistically,
2 words. Oh, when that got played back. Oh.
What?
2 words, man.
Oh, the two? Oh, yeah.
He's a beast.
Bloody
And the fact
hell.
that he left rapping just...
Yeah.
Like he's like a beast. Like people, you know what really upset me? We're gonna discuss this, and you're here too. You're a little correspondent. I will not have any disrespect on Scarface. When
You don't listen to Scarface.
when the ladies were here, they were,
Kobe Bryant jersey wearing motherfucker.
when they were like, but I don't know if. Please,
Bruv, I knew who I was in the room with.
Yeah,
I wasn't about to start talking about
I know.
Scarface with those two.
I
No
know.
offense, ladies.
I know I'm not trying to offend the ladies,
Yeah.
but
No, they don't know who Scarface is.
they don't know. But guys, they
No, it's
don't
not a bad thing. It's just they don't
It's
know
not a bad
Scarface.
thing, but like people have do some research. Google's everybody's friend. Like
I don't have any context in this. Is this something that...
No, because they were like, I know when Scarface was in the studio,
Mhm.
and they were like, oh yeah, but he like, who is he? Why would he be there?
Ah, okay.
Like, I'm like, he's a great in his own right, but people don't know that.
Mm.
But sometimes when you watch the stuff, research. Like, because you know what worries me is that people will watch frivolous programs and research the characters after. Yeah. But actual live documentary, you could find out real...
Because they don't care.
True.
They don't care.
Because to a lot of people, it's like, if I don't know of you or who you are, you clearly must not be that guy or that important.
Which is mad. Because that's how you miss out on so many people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and also side note, the dictionary is there for everybody. Words mean things. Don't misconstrue words. I hate it. Sorry, sister. Yeah, man, that was annoying.
Oh, the narcissist conversation.
Yeah, no, because there's not even just that. Someone else said that a word to me the other day, and I was like, it doesn't mean that. And I actually I screenshotted the definition, sent it to them. Yeah, but I feel like I don't care what you feel like. I honestly don't. And they were like, why are you being so mean? I said, I'm not being mean. You like, I don't want you to walk around the world feeling like saying stupid stuff. Like,
see, that's interesting. That's very interesting because I hear that, but I only apply that in forums where it's very important that you understand that you're using certain words. For example, I'm not going to police when I hear somebody talking or speaking bad grammar, using a word that, again, that doesn't exist in the English language. You've made that up.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll let you do because I understand what you're trying to tell me.
That is fine, Brent. I'm fine with that. I'm talking about like someone said to me that, what did they say to me? What did they say to me? No, they said I'm being a hypocrite. And I was like, how? Like, this is a particular scenario. And they said it, and I was like, but that's not what a hypocrite is. So I actually gave them the word. I said, you know why I'm taking offense here? It's not as one because you use the word in the wrong context, but you're calling me, a hypocrite when I'm not actually displaying anything to do with that, and that's like quite offensive because that's not my character.
What did she mean to accuse you of though? Because that could be seen as you trying to basically distract her from.
No, it was
holding you accountable for something that you did that was wrong.
No, it's because I was saying that she was being stubborn. Yeah, and I explained why she was being stubborn. Yeah. In elaborate form for how we got from A to where we're at right now at just right at M. I'm trying to get just to Z. I'm trying to get there. Yeah. But what you're doing now is flip-flopping. So we're going and it's, oh no, but how do I know you're not being stubborn for not wanting to I was like, we're doing... Yeah. It doesn't make sense here.
She was right, low key though.
What?
How do you know you ain't being stubborn?
No, because I was like, I'm okay with agreeing if I'm wrong. I'm always.
Are you?
Yeah, of course. I want to be teachable all my life. If you're not teachable, then you become stubborn. You don't learn new things. Feel always teachable because I have to learn things all the time.
Do you like to be right though?
Do I like to be right?
It's nice. Feels nice, right?
It feels nice, but that don't have to be right. No.
So you talk sometimes without believing what it is you're saying?
No, I believe what I say when it comes to subjects I know. Yeah. I'm more than adamant to be like, okay, you know what, this is this, that, the other. Yeah. But I'm always, you know what, someone corrects me, cool, I didn't know that, I'm sorry. But people are very fixated in being one thing here. But life is fluid. Yeah. Life is liquid form.
I'm all about being teachable, especially when it comes to like, facts, and if I'm not knowledgeable on a certain topic or whatever. But it's when people try to convince me to agree with their opinion, that's what I hate.
Yeah. That there is pointless. I don't wanna. Yeah. I'm here, you're here, and that's fine. We can disagree, but don't try to convince me of something that I'm like.
Some people have the thing where they believe that their opinion is better than your opinion, and that their opinion is almost essentially fact, and they want to convince you to believe in what they believe in. Why do you care what I believe in? I believe in what I believe in. You believe in what I believe in. That's it.
Because their feelings, they're attached to it.
Like, I don't have to agree with you. You don't have to agree with me. We can agree to disagree. That's a famous term, right? Agree to disagree.
But I do think that we all, well, let me not speak for you all. Sometimes when you hold an opinion, hold an argument, you do try to make it look as
because that's what you believe in.
Compelling.
100% as beautiful as possible so that you bring them over to your side.
You know what? When I was younger, I think I cared about bringing people over to my side. Now I don't. Now I'm like, you believe in what you believe in, I believe what I believe in, and that's it.
But I disagree. I still believe that there are times when we go back and forth whilst it is we jostle for the other to see where we're coming from.
I think it's because we want to be heard, maybe, not because we want that person to now change sides.
It depends on the subject and depends on...
Yeah, it depends on the subject sometimes.
It depends on the subject. Like I used to argue, I would argue just because I like the back and forth, but sometimes I'm like, I like you said, there's a point I was like, why am I wasting my time? You clearly don't...
I remember some arguments are fun. Like some debates, like you're debating about music or movies or sport, whatever.
Sport used to be...
You know what I mean? Like, I believe those things are almost made to be debated. But when it's like, you know, your life, thoughts and way of life and that's when it's like, okay, cool. This is what you believe in, it's what I believe in. It is what it is, isn't it?
Yeah. Or like if it's morals, like back to the morals thing. If it's... I can't convince you of your morals are different. We live different lives.
But actually, I get into a back and forth because I want you to convince me that where I stand should be changed.
But why do you want to be convinced?
Because it tests out my principles.
Okay.
And what I believe in, it needs to be wrapped up in so much conscious logic for me to hold dear to it.
Yeah.
Or else I wouldn't be arguing for its case. So if you were able to now move that, I'm like, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm now a better person for it because you've managed to move me from whereas I fully believed that this was the case and you've provided enough evidence to suggest that I should entertain this new thought.
Yeah.
So let me go over there.
Yeah.
And I guess that's why I'm so passionate in having conversations where there are differences of opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, like, I'll listen to people, and if I feel like they can teach me something, even when it's opinion based, I'll take it on board and try to because maybe my opinion is a bit screwed, but when I'm 100% sure that this is what I believe in, but you keep on trying to beat the fucking dead horse, that's when it's like, you know what, it's enough. Like, but I'm very open, very open. I'm not like closed minded or stubborn, but sometimes enough is enough, innit?
Yeah, I just think if your principles are swayed by your emotions, they're not principles. This is very simple. Like you're like people can switch like that in the wind. They're not principles. They're just how you're feeling today. The feelings are very flavorous, so it's whatever.
Yeah. Also, you know what I find interesting about the Kanye doc, and you guys will see it when you watch part 3, is his relationship with Kudi. So in part 3, him and Kudi kind of like, they split up for like years or months at a time. The longest time they were apart was 6 years. And then sometimes when Kudi would come back around, Kanye would act like he doesn't know him. And then there's one particular day, he does his Channel Zero thing again. And he's interviewing Kanye, and Kanye keeps calling him Chike, who's the other guy. But Kanye's drunk, innit? He calls him Chike 3 times. And you can see Kudi was getting pissed. Because the way I looked at it was, okay, cool, we started off together. Now you've ascended to this superstar status, and you're almost like, you've almost forgotten about me. The man who I literally stopped my life to film you for years. And I don't feel like you're giving me
any respect,
the respect or the time that I want. After I've literally stopped.
You stopped yourself from saying deserve.
Deserve, sorry.
100%.
Deserve, yeah. And you could see it in his face that he was pop upset. And then throughout the years, other people would book him for jobs, innit? Like Common or GLC and his mother, whatever. So that would bring him around Kanye, but Kanye wouldn't book him. And then they'll come together a few times here and there, but it's just, I felt like Kanye's treatment of Kudi just showed Kanye's growth, not even growth, is where his mind was at. Because you're not going to treat the man who's literally been with you for years like he's a nobody. Like you'll see him, there's one particular scene where he told, I think GLC asked Kudi to come and film a session between him and Kanye. He got to the studio, Kanye didn't talk to him. And then Kanye told him to stop filming me. And he didn't film again for 6 years after that day.
Kanye strikes me as a type of person. I guess it's bearing fruit right now. It's manifesting right now.
Yeah.
Where if he doesn't see or get the level of excellence that he believes needs to be present in whatever
Yeah.
situation or project
Yeah.
he's in,
Yeah.
he would just like remove himself from it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it is that he felt that Kudi he had hit his ceiling,
Yeah.
and
Maybe.
there was no way that he was now going to entertain
But
going up.
But he brought him back again he brought him back again. Like he was with him
In what
to
capacity?
film again.
Just as a documentary type of
Yeah.
thing.
And even
Because that's what he saw him as.
You the cameraman.
Yeah.
you know, he saw him as a cameraman. Yeah, I think Kanye, even though Kudi was doing an excellent job and he devoted himself to Kanye, I feel like Kanye didn't look at Kudi as anything more than just the camera guy.
Yeah. So, this is your level.
Yeah, whereas Kudi felt like he was more than what Kanye saw him as. You know what I'm trying to say?
It's very difficult to basically like manage that.
Yeah, because essentially, obviously you built this friendship and you built this bond or whatever, and you probably trust him, and that's probably his biggest asset, that you trust him. But he is disposable. He's just a cameraman. No offense, but there's a million cameramen.
That's why it's important whilst it is that he was there to...
But he's important because I trust you. I'm a celeb. I don't want to let anyone in my inner circle. I've known you for years, so if I need a cameraman, I'm going to call Kudi because I know him.
Yeah. So you can't be calling me some random name though.
But he was calling him Chike. You could tell he was like, and then even when they stopped rolling, you could hear him saying, "Oh, that was just before. Why are you calling me Chike?" He called him Chike like three, 4 times. And he told him, "Come on, Kanye, I'm not Chike, I'm Kudi." "Oh, sorry, man, my bad. You know, I'm drunk. I'm off the Henny." But he continued to call him Chike. I'm like, "Bro, this guy didn't know your name, big man." Imagine recording the man for years.
Imagine that's like you took a so what's your name?
No, that's happened to you earlier.
No,
It wasn't.
He didn't know
Don't
your
do
name was
that.
Jason.
No, it wasn't that.
You've been in, Jason. You've been in enough
Don't do
times.
that.
You've been in.
I
Sid and Brent.
don't even call him Jason.
You've been in
Don't
enough
do that.
times for him to know your name. Man said,
that.
"Oh, you're Jason."
I see how you set it up.
I like what you say out, but it wasn't like that. It's like you calling Brent something different. Like you come back to the studio and you're like,
Yeah.
and he's like, what?
You know, the saddest thing is overvaluing yourself in someone else's life. Like thinking that they think
It's a
more.
word.
Yeah, thinking that they think more of you than they actually value you. It's crazy.
I never think that of myself in anyone's
You
life.
can't, man. You can't.
No, you can't.
No, but a lot of people do
No,
that.
a lot of people do. A lot of people think that they're important to you when that person doesn't see you that way at all.
Expectations shattered.
Yeah, but expectation kills.
Mm.
And I said it to someone, they were like, "Oh no, does that mean you don't expect anything?" I said, "No, you can have things that I can only control the expectation I have of myself. But other people, I can't have that." And they were like, "No," but I was like, "No, see, that's for me. Your how you look at the world is different to me. Because now you're kind of hindering your expectations on other people, and that's why you're probably easier to get not to be rude, had to be hurt because you're almost like, what, like you know, like some people count. Well, I've done this, or I've known you for this long, so."
Yeah, also,
I don't think it's misplaced for Kudi to expect or to have expected Kanye not to remember his name, by the way.
No. That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, no.
A long
no,
friendship.
that's the bare minimum.
Bare
You know,
minimum,
I've been following you around for
bare
years and you're calling me Chike. Even if you're drunk, that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, for example, if I've known someone for years and they spell my name incorrectly, it makes me feel some type of way, I'll be honest with you. Even though I know my name, it could be spelled many different ways and it's very easy to misconstrue, yeah. But when I've known you for years and I see, like, you might message me one day and use my name, or I see how you save my name on your phone, it pisses me off a little bit. I'm like, rah, do you even know me, bro? If you're not gonna spell my fucking name, that's the bare minimum. Spell my name correctly. So when people spell my name correctly, I'm not gonna lie, I feel good when I say my name. No, I'll be honest with you. Obviously, your name's very simple. Your name's simple to spell. Your name's simple to spell. You probably don't get it. I have seen a million versions of my name.
No, I hear that.
A million versions of my name. So when people get it right, I feel good about it. I'll be honest.
2 Fs, people. 2 Fs.
1 S, YUSUFF. It is what it is, isn't it? So it's like that. He's thinking, rah, I've been with you for years, and you're just on camera, you're just calling me by the wrong name after we've been apart for years as well. So it's like, well, you forgot about me. I wasn't really worth nothing. I was just a camera guy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
the cameraman.
Yeah.
Just bring in the cameraman.
Bring in the camera.
Yeah, but the documentary is good still. I enjoyed it.
I like music documentaries. I love them. I like to see the genius behind people.
Literally, this documentary showed me, and I think it showed a lot of people and changed people's perspectives on Kanye, that the narcissistic, arrogant guy that they thought he was, that And you know that thing I sent you, the Adam Sandler basketball thing that's coming out soon.
Yeah.
And the one quote he said in that trailer was, "You're gonna need. Everybody has talent, but do you love it? Are you obsessed with what you do? And that will clearly define and separate who's good and who's great. So you actually see greatness. And I personally believe, as much as Kanye, with all the nonsense he's done in his life with the Trump and all this Kim stuff, I honestly believe majority of people wish they had his level of dedication, level of talent, level of multifacetedness, level of tunnel vision.
Yeah,
because that's the same. That's everything that you wish you want to achieve or that you're trying to achieve in your life now, whatever avenue it is. It's gonna take some of the stuff you've seen in this 3 parts to achieve it.
Yeah, I think the big difference is he has the talent, and some people have one or the other. They may have talent, but no, they don't have the hard work, or they're hard working but they don't have the talent. Whereas Kanye, what he has, especially musically and just being a creative, is special.
Yes, I think we only get a few of those. We get over decades. We only get a few of those.
Yeah,
like we've had Michael Jackson, and if you see the background stuff, he's meticulous. Dancers, you have to be the best of the best.
Don't get me started. I've been watching bare Michael Jackson documentaries and shit. Don't get me started.
It's like, and
I'm talking for hours.
You see Janet Jackson. There is a handful of people. Beyonce. They're just so meticulous of what they do. And they come every blue moon. Every blue moon. Prince. There's other people. Like how Prince, the stories you hear about Prince, you're like, nah. Like when you say, like, even the story with Nas is like, yeah, I want to work with you, but you don't earn your masters. Like, there are things that Prince, how his mannerisms, nah, you're not really.
Yeah.
Like, it's so weird. And some of the people that, Sir, the artist, his mum was one of the backing singers for Prince. Yeah. And Tiffany Goucher is there. You know Tiffany Goucher? She's their cousin. They've got a very their whole family is musical. But it just, I always look at like people that only once every blue, they're so special. I think there should be more documentaries on just their background.
Yeah, no. Watch Eddie Jackson documentary you see. It's mad to think that much talent came from one family.
It's crazy.
And then the orchestrator of it all is Joe Jackson. To have that foresight, people obviously paint him as being a disciplinary and all that stuff. But if you think about what he'd done, like the dedication it took and the foresight it took to create that 9 kids. And out of that batch, you've got Janet Jackson and Michael Jackson, 2 of the arguably biggest pop stars ever.
Yeah, ever created.
It's mad. Coming from a small town in Gary, Indiana, like from what he done, I rate him. I know he has a bad rap, but you gotta. If it wasn't for him, there wouldn't be Michael Jackson.
But it's always going to be with everybody. There's going to be a level of arseholeness, a level of something like. I think we saw that glimpse when we was watching the MJ story.
Yeah,
literally, you're gonna the dedication, the fuck you attitude, the I'm better than you. Like, I think arrogance is healthy.
I don't think it's,
and I honestly think confidence and arrogance are like cousins.
They're cousins. You remember in the MJ documentary when the other guy.
You're talking about Michael Jackson, right? I mean, sorry, you're talking about Michael Jordan. Sorry.
Remember the guy that was is it Burrow? The guy that was really talented. He was on the Chicago Bulls, and like one day, Mike used to get onto him all the time. I can't remember his name now.
Really talented.
The white, not Steve Kerr, the white guy.
Nah, black guy.
What, you talking about Scottie Pippen?
Oh, that I know the one he used to kind of bully. The little.
Oh, the young guy, the rookie.
Yeah, but apparently he was really talented when he got drafted.
Yeah,
but MJ used to be on him. But this goes to what you said. He didn't have the heart.
Yeah,
like it's only one game he played well, but MJ could see he had the talent.
Yeah,
but he had no heart.
Yeah,
so they used to get onto him like, "No, bro, come like you da.
Yeah,
and he thought he could get him with the smack talk, but some people can't handle the and that's why I think a lot of talented players, musicians, whatever, it's always sometimes that your coach, the person, the type of coach you have may make or break you, because if say they've had a talented player or talented genius, whatever, if they've coached them in that particular way, they're only going to coach that person in that particular way, even though they see you as talented, but they may need to not mollycoddle, but just kind of care for you in a different way to get the best of you.
But a good coach doesn't train everyone the same way.
So, some do though. Jose Mourinho
I was just about to say
is a prime example of that. He's one of the best coaches.
So no, what I'm saying is, does Jose train everyone the same way? Like he doesn't treat you as an individual. Like he doesn't take your individual mentality, attributes into account, or is it just like one size fits all?
You know what? I'm gonna say something, and you might even realize Jose used to be like that.
Yeah.
Till death again, when his dad died.
Yeah.
Jose changed. If you check before Jose dad died, he was a different character. Remember, because
what club was he at?
When he was at Chelsea, he was at Chelsea for the second. No, it was for the second time. He left Chelsea, went Inter. He was at Real Madrid. His dad died. When did he come back to after Real Madrid to Man United? Didn't it?
I don't remember the time.
But basically, after his dad died, that's when Mourinho's always been personal in interviews, how he interacts, blah, blah, blah. The moment that happened, he was less like, he's coming back into that charming, he's always been charming, but that stopped. He had like a change, it's weird. Like he had like a change in his how he dealt with press conferences. He was a bit more snappy, very much. When he went to Man United, he's like, oh, look, I've won, you got to respect me. He was never like that before. Yes, it was a high pressure job, but he's always had that.
Yeah. I don't know that passed away. Yeah. I put it down to his failures, because at one point he was just an ascending coach. Now he's a descending coach, and it felt like with every descent he became more and more. That's that Grinch. Whenever, you know what I mean?
But you say this, but his change in behavior started at Man United. That's when his dad died.
I never knew.
And the thing is, at the time he was still trying to be. He was like, this is my. When the Man United finished second, he was like, this is my best achievement, because he knew how bad Man United were in the background.
Yeah.
And then it's just that he went to Spurs. Like no one was really going to see this Spurs.
Bro, Jose is becoming like a Syd journeyman. He's becoming a journeyman. He's just going anywhere, and this is not his last stop at Roma. He's going somewhere else after Roma, and after that next stop, he's going somewhere else. He's a journeyman. Yeah. He's just bouncing around now.
Yeah, 100%.
It's livelihood, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he's makes off his name. He's Jose.
Yeah, he does still.
You're sicko.
That's what it is. It's Jose.
But no, watch the Gina documentary though, because I'd love to.
Is that on Netflix as well?
I'm not. I watched it on like a world premiere type site.
Oh, okay.
But it might be on Netflix. But it's quite good still. I kind of want to discuss or delve into the whole Super Bowl thing when the nipple got, because I never knew her career kind of derailed after that. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Because she kind of got blackballed by the owner of CBS. He got fined because of what happened at Super Bowl, innit? And he owned MTV, VH1, a few other companies. So after that happened, because he got fined, he held a grudge against her, innit? So her next 2 albums after that incident tanked because of him. Because he told MTV and VH1, don't play her music. A couple of radio stations, I didn't realize that happened.
Wow, and that's Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Interesting. What's that?
It's a little nipple.
Yeah.
I can imagine all the madness we've seen since that happened.
Yeah, the thing is, the whole thing happened because Justin Timberlake was meant to, if you look at her clothes, there's a black bit and there's a red bit. He was meant to rip off the black bit and reveal the red lace underneath. But he ripped the black and the red together. And that's why the breast was exposed. Well, that's the story anyway.
I never actually that. I need to find that little clip.
Yeah, that's the story anyway. So he ripped too much of the garment.
Educational purposes.
And
what's the name? You say that. What's the name? What's that name? She got a new face now.
She's got a new face.
What's her name?
Madonna.
No.
I ain't gonna say it.
Black lady. And she had like her bum done.
China.
No. It's gonna bug me now. But anyway, she flashed her breast when she was singing. I can't remember her name.
Who's this?
Where was that?
I can't remember. Let me see if I can.
But yeah. All right. We got songs of the week.
Ooh.
I'm not going to play them. I'm just going to say what mine is. Mine is Janet Jackson, Rhythm Nation. Since I watched that documentary, I've been just banging a lot of Janet Jackson. So.
You know what? I'm going to
2 words.
What's that?
2 words.
2 words. All right, Kanye West, 2 words. Are we playing or are you just gonna say? I'm not playing mine because it might get taken out.
Might as well just say then.
Alright, go on.
Yeah, might as well
Yeah,
say.
go on. Just send me a screenshot of the songs in it.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, actually, no. I was in some JD the other day. Today,
Actually, I'll play this one. Amaria BB Secrets. Local slow bashment thing.
Amaria BB Secrets.
Jay-Z, Lyrical Exercise.
Okay. That was a bonus track on Blueprint, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I like Girls Goes 2 better than Girls Goes 1.
I like Girls 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 too, but I don't think I like it better than 1. I think I prefer 1. Like two's nice.
Oh, yeah. And yeah. Shout out to Gloria, though, because the bounce, yeah, I agree with you.
What's that?
Was it that Kanye on the bounce? I like that's a meaty song.
No, the bounce, his verse is hard. I like his verse.
No, the song is meaty though.
The song as a whole, yeah, the song didn't break any grounds,
Yeah,
but I think his verse was
No,
hard.
his verse was good, but
Yeah.
the song itself.
There's a lot. The thing is, I like Blueprint too a lot, yeah. But when you really think about it as a, like, there's too many songs on that album, and there's a lot of like throwaways, a lot of fillers.
Yeah.
But he made it himself. He said they just kept recording, and they just slapped everything on there.
Young Guru and that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I honestly think that song's meaty. I should.
But it was cool seeing it recorded though.
No, definitely.
But the coolest song from the Kanye doc in terms of like the birth of it was Slow Jams. I love the way he went up to Jamie Foxx, sang this reference to him, and the way the whole song came about was sick. So
Jamie Foxx is a legend.
yeah, he is still. All right, cool. All right, guys. This has been the Man Cave. Hope you enjoyed that one. I'm not even sure how long we've been recording for, but
Probably 3.5.
I'm sure it was a long one. But yeah, man, we'll be back next time with more man talk.
Peace.
Peace.
Bless up.